That shit. Oh, pack. Who was the pack with? So-called African Americans. Now, how old are you, brother? 16? 15. Now, in the Bible, God actually tells you how so-called Africans would be brought here to Jamaica, to Haiti, to St. Thomas, St. Lucia, all them islands, right? I'm gonna show you that before you leave. I know they're calling you. Read that verse real quick.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
These people are going to go into bondage again. The Hebrews were slaves in ancient Egypt 4,000 years ago. You know about that? Moses said, let my people go so they can be liberated from slavery. Yeah. You know about that? Yeah. God told them if they break the commandments, what's going to happen? Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
They're going to go into slavery again
with ships.
On a bus.
With ships.
With ships. Which people went into slavery on ships? Chinese man? Arab man? What man? Okay, African American man. So who is God talking to right here? What race of people? What race of people is God talking to? Who went into slavery on ships? African American. So who is God talking to? Did God call them African Americans? No. What did he call them? I got it. The Israelites, the Hebrew.
Right.
You would be an Israelite, brother.
Right.
You would be a Hebrew. You would be God's chosen people according to the Bible.
Right.
All right. You're an Israelite from the tribe of Benjamin. Don't let nobody forget it, brother. Okay. All right. All right. All praise to the Most High. Take that fire, brother. Like, damn, you about to get beat, man.
Yeah.
Beat for hearing the word, man. He took his hat off, man. Sweat. Pissed about it, man. I ain't never seen that, man. Right. I mean, we seen it.
Right.
We seen it. Right, we seen it. Right, but we don't want to see it, man. Right, we don't want to see that, man. We want to see the youth. Give me Psalms chapter 77. Right, and give me verse number 1. Right, give me the book of Sirach chapter 11. Let me do that verse. Let me get that verse, 28. Sirach 11 and 28. We want to see the youth growing up, huh?
Right.
We want to see fathers taking care of their children, huh? You fathers play a pivotal role in the upbringing and spiritual growth of your children, huh?
Right.
Right, fathers are important in the law, huh?
Right.
Right, give me the word of the Lord. I read that. See that?
So right. 11 verse 28.
I'll tell you something. Every wicked man out here, often, maybe 85% of the time, they're a byproduct of a wicked father. Huh? Yeah. Straight up. I'll say 99%, huh? Because even if your father so-called has good morals and good character, he's not the truth. He's not disciplined. He can have a good sense and he can have a good head on his shoulders. But if your father's not applying the laws and the commandments, then at some point in time, you're going to have to something's going to fold. Something's going to fold, huh? Right? He might tell you not to lie. He might tell you not to do this, but he ain't going to tell you about the Sabbath day.
Yeah.
He's not going to tell you that the Passover coming up.
All right.
He's not going to tell you about temperance according to the law. So, it's nothing wrong with having a father with a good sense, but his sense has to be applied according to the wisdom and knowledge of the Most High, huh? And that'll eliminate all of the niggerdom out here amongst the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native Americans. Right? That's why when you fathers or you brothers have children in the truth, man, that's a blessing, man.
Right.
That's a weighty matter, man. Right? Bring that up.
So right. 11 verse 28.
Come in the word, brother. I'm good, bro. What's your nationality? Your nationality. Huh? Yeah, you do. We all have a nationality. What's your race? Yes. Yeah. You said black? Okay, well, brother, my shoes are black. Is your skin black? So you're not black.
All right.
All right, you understand that? So now you got to figure out who you are.
All right.
At this point, you got to figure out who you are. Give me Jeremiah 16 and 19. Right at this point, hold on, brother, you got to figure out who you are. You on your way to an open mic? We doing open mic. This is open mic
Right now.
So I believe I am.
Are you about to tell us you believe then leave?
I am.
If we don't, brother, if you don't want to hear the word to the Lord, brother, then
I'm gonna just y'all giving me your perception. I'm giving you
it's not our perception. We give you the truth.
Right.
We got the truth.
I don't know what the truth is.
We here to tell you the truth, but you rather go to an open mic night.
Until I go to the other side, I can grab my belief I can believe it's hard to believe. So like,
Where's the be applied?
It's not hate, bro. It's excuse me. I got something going on, bro. Say excuse me. So you got, we're the Israelites, brother. We're God's chosen people. You got to repent and keep the commandments. Read that, King.
I'm aware,
I'll read that. Jeremiah 16:19.
Jeremiah 16, verse 19.
Right?
O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies.
What is African American?
Surely our fathers have inherited lies.
What is black man?
Surely our fathers have inherited lies.
Then we inherited lies.
Right.
Right? This was something that we inherited, like diabetes, like debt, like bad credit, brother. Right? We also inherited a lie, as in what your identity is,
Right.
what your purpose is, what your nationality is. You inherited lies, right? You were raised up with this same doctrine that was given to us 340 years ago, brother. And it's time to wake up out of that, man, and come back to the Lord as an Israelite, God's chosen people.
I didn't follow
We're not talking about.
but at this point, like I can see what I was saying earlier.
I can't hear you, brother. You gotta speak up.
Like I was gonna say earlier, I feel like every living thing is a living representation of what the universe is. I've dove into like, you know what I'm saying, different philosophies for something. So at this point, it's like I try to like connect the dots. It goes from like a scientific level, from like, you know what I'm saying, just different scriptures. But like, I'm full of like how religion has been manipulated and things like that. Like I said, I don't really follow Christianity, or I think there's a little bit of wisdom to God and different.
Who's this, brother? Who's that?
It's not like somebody that's brothers and then they like painting him. They said that the streets.
Right, this is Caesar Borgia.
Sorry.
Why would they paint him as a so-called white man when he's not?
He wanted us to see the white man.
So who is your savior then? If they want you to know, who's they? First of all, you said they want us to see the white man as the savior.
How far we want to see that?
They is the so-called white man.
Right. Right.
They, the white man, wants them to be your savior, right?
All right.
Give me Revelation 1.
I really got my.
All right, brother. All right, brother. All right, see, go back to Jeremiah 16:19. Give me Colossians 2:8. Look at this. This who rules over us. Get him on camera. Look who rules over us, bud. Beer and ice cream. Beer and ice cream.
It's blueberry soda.
Hey, but we don't care about that.
Oh, I didn't know.
Give me Jeremiah 16:19.
Oh, I get that.
Go to house. Right? All praise to the Most High. Right? Give me.
Yeah.
Yep. Give me Jeremiah 16:19.
Sounds really good.
Here, let me get a flyer real quick. Hold on. Take this flyer with you.
Yeah. I know.
What is that?
Just take it and look into it. Right? So on the back, right? You Colombian, right? Right there, Asher. Okay, you would be from the tribe of Asher. Asher, right?
Great job.
What's your ethnicity? Where y'all from?
China.
China. What about you?
I'm from Madagascar.
Madagascar. Okay. All right. So these are the 12 tribes that he chose with his brother.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
Thank you.
I'll teach you. So look into it. All right.
I will.
Okay. All right. Read that.
Jeremiah chapter 16 and verse number 19. O Lord, my strength and my fortress,
Right.
and my refuge in the day of affliction.
Drinking the damn blueberry soda with an ice cream cone. That's some bugged out stuff, man. That's a hell of an appetite right there, man.
Yeah.
Kind of freaked out. That's a pedophile appetite, man.
Yeah. Blueberry soda.
Yeah, that's the pedophile appetite, man. But he had sprinkles on it.
Yeah. He did have sprinkles.
Yeah.
He was going to town.
He in child.
It was bad.
Like,
It was real bad.
Yeah,
It was real bad.
he was doing this. He was,
Yeah.
he was going crazy, man.
Double fisted.
That's right. Read that, kid.
Jeremiah 16 and 19. O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction. The Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no
I mean,
profit.
that's real, man.
Right.
See, our fathers live like the Gentiles, man. They live like the other nations.
Right.
They live like the so-called white man. They live like the so-called Chinese man. They live like the so-called Hamite man, man. And you've inherited, this is what you inherited, man.
See that?
You think this is for you.
Right.
America made you believe that you're welcome here, man. And that this is a all people event, man.
Right.
It's for the so-called white man.
Right.
This is his thing, man. This is his bicentennial year, man.
Oh.
He's glorifying 250 years of whooping your ass, man.
See that?
Having his foot on your neck, beating, robbing, murdering you, man. He glorifies that, man. He's having UFC fights in honor of that, man. He's having what they call it, Sale 250, man. Sale 250, a air show in Baltimore, man. That air show ain't for us, man.
Right.
That air show dropped bombs on Tulsa, Oklahoma, man.
See that?
That air show dropped bombs on them brothers in Philadelphia, man.
See that?
That air show dropped bombs even on these damn heathen, man. Give me Jeremiah chapter 50 and give me verse number 22. Give me Isaiah chapter 14 and give me verse number 4, man. So people got to come out of this damn system, man. Right? And relinquish all of the lies that you've been given by your oppressor. And come back to your Yahweh Shemel Shah, man. What else does the Most have to show you, man? The so-called Israeli, he's having a theater watching Lebanon get bombed. Brother saw that?
Mm.
They had movies, the drive-in. They had the drive-in theater, man. And they all pulled up. They had their popcorn and they kosher cigarettes, they kosher pork, and on the flat screen TV, they was watching Lebanon get bombed. All right, read that.
Jeremiah chapter 50 and verse 22. A sound of battle was in the land, and of deep destruction. How was the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder?
How was what?
How was the hammer of the whole earth cut asunder?
And they're the hammer of the whole earth, man. The job of the hammer is to beat you down, man.
Right.
Job of the hammer is to break you down. The hammer has no mercy on the nail, man.
Right.
The hammer can pluck up on the opposite side, whatever that's called with the forks, man.
Right.
And the hammer will beat you down, man. And the job of a hammer requires multiple hits, man. I don't know not one hammer that's used just for one single damn shot, man.
Right.
So America's job is to afflict the earth, man. That's what they have these ships. That's what they have the Air Force. They're flexing their hammer, man. Their technology.
Right.
Right? They're showing you, you Negroes step out of line, and Jake always think they can go against the so-called white man. Right? Well, we need to take up arms. We need to form a militia. Right? We used to have the Black Panther Party. Then when they had that damn, what's that thing they had flying up here that was hovering? The veto. The VTOL, man. When they look up the VTOL, man, tell me what you Negroes could do against that, man. Right? You damn 32, man. You shaking, right? Because you damn on methadone, man. Come here to word, brother. You can't fight against this damn beast, man. I think it's scared. Jake have to die. Yeah, that's not the same. Boy, that thing is deafing you, man. And they got the discombobulate. They'll put that, man, all you Negroes there roll up with the discombobulator, how you vomiting, throwing up, how you delirious. Man. Bring it up. You had something from that. Yeah, bring that up.
It says this is from Israel Genocide Tracker.
Give me,
And Israeli units homecoming party featured a display of their well-documented annihilation.
what is it?
Well-documented annihilation.
So they have a well-documented annihilation. Total massacre.
Of southern Lebanon's villages, met with cheers, laughter from crowds of soldiers, their relatives, and family members. It is a scene impossible to see anywhere but Israel.
Anywhere but Israel. They're the only people that can do that, man. Here they are bombing little children. Babies getting blown into pieces, man. Mothers are crying, right? Fathers are dead under piles and tons of rubble. And they're having a movie theater experience, man. They're having IMAX, 3D glasses,
Right,
popcorn specials, man.
right,
Popcorn nachos, man.
right.
And they're laughing at the destruction of a people, man. Right? So that's where they gotta go, man. Y'all commit the words to the Lord. Right? Go to Isaiah 14 and give me verse number 4, right? Right? Isaiah 14 and 4.
Isaiah 14 verse 4. That thou shalt take up this proverb against the king of Babylon and say, how hath the oppressor ceased? The golden city
This
ceased.
is the golden city. This is still America showcasing their thighs. Right? Showcasing their cleavage. She putting on her mascara, man. Putting on her foundation. right? You know, she wearing her little bra, man. Right? She's showing the little skin. She's showing that snap trap. Pan the camera around, huh? This is America showcasing their power as if this is the 1800s all over again, huh?
Right.
But America, you have no power, huh?
Right.
We prophesy against America. You lost that war in Iran, huh? You lost that war, huh? How do you go to war against a nation and then you have to pay them $300 billion, huh? After you weren't able to do what you said you was going to do.
See that?
You said we were going to go in with the Navy and break up the Strait of Hormuz. Huh? You didn't do that, huh? Right? You said you were going to go in and show force. You didn't do any of that, huh? Them Iranians, they've been training for what? 50 years for you?
Right.
You lost the Vietnam War, huh? You lost the Iranian War. You lost in Afghanistan, huh? You lost your last damn wars, man. So yeah, you the hammer of the earth, but you're losing, man.
Right.
It's like an old horse still trying to show the streets that she got it, man.
Right.
And she don't have it no more, man.
Right.
Right? At some point in time, you gotta hang it up, huh? Right? So read on, King. They're the oppressor in the golden city.
Verse 5. The Lord had broken the staff of the wicked.
Read that again.
The Lord had broken the staff of the wicked.
Right? The staff is their nuclear power, their military might. Read on.
And the scepters of the rulers.
Right?
He who smote the people in wrath with a continual stroke.
No, they stopped.
With a continual stroke.
Right, because America has been at war for all but 13 years, I believe. Can you pull it up? How many years has America not been at war?
Right.
Right? That's what the Bible says, a continual stroke. They'll never stop, huh? So-called white man, he'll never stop. Even if he bombed up all of the other dark races, man, they'll bomb each other. They'll find something to fight about.
Right.
Right? They'll fight about, oh, you a ginger. I got blonde hair. Oh, you got blue eyes. I got green eyes. They will find, you got freckles. I don't have freckles. And then the last two white men, they'll find something to fight about. They'll kill each other in a dual homicide, man. That's why they it's like that's where they gotta go, man. They'll stab each other in a damn a southern draw and blow each other's brains out, man. And there'd be no more people on the earth, man. That's where they have to go. And we have to rule the earth back in righteousness, man. Right? And we're gonna have an air show. It's gonna be with the chariots, man.
See that?
Right? It's gonna be with the chariots. Right? So bring that up.
It says, this is our AI overview. Since its founding in 1776, the United States has experienced only about 15 to 21 years of total peace.
Of what?
Of total peace.
And it's really not total peace because they was making war against us, man.
Right. See that?
We've always been victims of the so-called white man's war, man. Right? His police part of his military department, man. Right? His chemtrails, his crack epidemic. We've had a biological warfare. They infect our water forever chemicals, microscopic shrimp all in the water, man.
Right.
Lead all in the water. Flint still don't have no clean water, man. Jackson still don't have no clean water.
Right.
That's biological warfare. You got psychological warfare working in our minds, man. Through the media, through the television, through the radio, through the propaganda, man. Through these elites that they set up.
Right.
Right? You have all types. You have chemical warfare. That is a thing called, we're going to pull it up. It's called fourth generation. You pull it up. Type in fourth and fifth generation warfare. Read on, King.
Meaning, it has been engaged in some form of warfare, military conflict, or overseas armed intervention for roughly 93% of its history.
93%. You at war. And these are wars where you attacked. You were the instigator.
Right.
You were the offender, man.
Right.
You were the belligerent, man.
Right.
You started this stuff, man. Ain't nobody fight you and pick no war with you. You started all this, man. You rebelled against the damn English, man. You always starting stuff, man. Since your inception, you've always been on the offense, man. That's why Yahweh Shah is going to be on the offense, man.
See that?
Ain't going to have no defense, man.
Right.
Right? It was more than that. So the Bible speaks about what's going on now in the last days, man. The Bible is real, man. Y'all commit the word to the Lord. Everybody's asking, is God real? Is the Bible real? What times are we living in? Right? We're living in biblical times, man. The end of the world. And the Bible speaks about all ancient powers that existed. You read about the Egyptian Empire. For all you people that say the white man wrote the Bible. How could he write all these kingdoms existing, man? The Assyrian Empire. How does he know about Nebuchadnezzar?
Right.
And Nebuchadnezzar, the Belshazzar, Cyrus the Great. Stop giving the so-called white man all this credit.
Credit.
When you break down Daniel the 11th chapter, it's impossible. It's impossible for him to know all those names, man. The king of the north, then the king of the south, his daughter was given to this daughter. And you don't know all that, man.
Right.
So-called white man's a fool, man.
Right.
We even run circles around him at these plantations, man. His head be spinning, man.
Right.
They don't know what happened to him, man. Right? And he can't do nothing, man. He's losing in baseball.
Right.
Right? That's supposed to be his sport, man. The Chinese man got baseball, man.
I ain't a jabber.
He's losing in the World Cup, man. They just lost to Turkey. Right? So they're losing on every level, man. This so-called, you got these Edomite men hunting down white women, dealing with so-called black men, calling them mud sharks.
Hey.
You know? They traveling around the world, man. So he saw us through. He's done.
Right.
Right? So what we hold? Let me get that precept first in Nahum 3 and 15. Then we're gonna read that, then go back to Isaiah 14.
Nahum chapter 3 and verse 15. There shall the fire devour thee. The sword shall cut thee off. It shall eat thee up like the cankerworm. Make thyself many as the cankerworm. Make thyself.
Take a flyer. Right?
Huh.
Here you go, sister. We the Israelites, we God's chosen people.
Yes.
Okay, we got to come back to the Lord and keep the commandments. Okay, all praise to the Most High. All right, finish that. King time.
Nahum 3 and 15. There shall the fire devour thee. The sword shall cut thee off. It shall eat thee up like the cankerworm. Make thyself many as the cankerworm. Make thyself many as the locust.
Read.
Thou hast multiplied thy merchants above the stars of heaven.
Right, this is speaking about the so-called white man. He multiplied his merchants as the stars of heaven, man. Another word for a modern-day merchant is a corporation, right? So he has corporations, he has businesses, he has banks, he has the IMF, he has the World Bank, he has the Federal Reserve, he has the global reserve currency. He does trade with all these other nations. Read on.
The cankerworm spoileth and flieth away. Thy crown are as the locust, and thy captains as the great grasshopper. Read. Which camp in the hedges in the cold day. But when the sun arises, they flee away.
Read the last verse.
Verse number 19. There is no healing of thy bruise.
So they can make it.
There is no healing of thy bruise.
There's no healing of America, man. There's not going to be another Renaissance. There will never be a golden age of America. There will never be a Make America Great Again.
No.
All this new bicentennial air show, UFC fight, and glorifying Rome all over again is not going to happen, man.
Right.
They did that in ancient Rome, man. Right? Your roads are corrupted. Your bridges are falling apart. Man, we was driving in New York, man. The bridge looks like it hadn't got worked on since it was created. Man.
Right.
It was very unsafe. It was shaking, man. It was cracked. All hell was breaking loose, man. You go in some of these buildings, man, you look at their inspections, you know, you got to fill out that form on the elevator. That stuff had been built out in 30 years, man.
93.
93, 94. That's the split I was going to say 94, man.
See that?
Right? So all this stuff is done, man. Read on, King.
There is no healing of thy bruise.
All the doors are closing down. He keeps trying to make the harbor something, man. The harbor had been a harbor in what, 25, 30 years, man.
Trying to revive.
He's trying to revive the harbor, man. Don't got them Negroes singing. He had the Negroes singing at the chocolate, the fudgery, man. It was in that damn singing, man. They don't have that no more, man.
Right.
They don't have these stores no more, man. All organic fruit. Right, read on. All organic lemonade.
Thy wound is grievous. All that hear the fruit of thee shall clap their hands over thee.
So all the nations that you killed, robbed, oppressed, they're going to celebrate. See, the Lord said, give me Proverbs 11 and 10. The brother just read the article about how they was having a movie theater celebration at the destruction of Lebanon. Huh? Look at it.
That's America.
This is America.
That's America.
Cracked out, meth out. Each one is she on crack or meth?
Both.
Meth. Is she going?
Yeah.
That's meth. That's meth. No, meth don't got you moving like that. That's crack. That's crack.
You know what got me acting like this?
What?
Haterade.
Ain't no damn haterade.
It's called haterade.
Is it meth or crack?
It's called big.
No, be real. What is it? Meth or crack? Meth or crack?
It's called Go Don't Know.
Oh, it's called up. Don't
Wow.
out of my mouth.
We don't like you.
Right.
Look at the so-called white.
This is America.
Look at the
Right?
haterade.
So-called white women used to be the epitome of beauty,
Put them on.
epitome of Hollywood,
Right.
success, and glory. Now look at the so-called white women, man. Messed out, coked out, doped out, and
You're done.
you are done, man.
Done.
Right? And this is America, like the brother said.
Right.
That's your so-called white man. Pull up a picture of the 1950s white woman, man. Right? They had curly hair. They had the the apron on, man.
Yeah.
Right? They was making their husband coffee in the morning, putting that apple pie in the windowsill.
Right.
You know, they was getting Jake Lynch. They was at the picnic club. So-called white women back then, huh? Vanity magazine,
Right.
Marilyn Monroe. You know, all them different Edomite women you had. Now look at them. See, the Bible just said there is no healing of thy bruise.
Right.
There is no healing. Go back and read that in Nahum.
God, Nahum 3:19. There is no healing of thy bruise.
She can recover.
There is no healing of thy bruise.
There's no healing to her. Huh?
Right.
She's a physical representation of the current state of America right now.
Toothless.
Right, toothless, huh? See, but with their teeth, they destroyed the nation like the Most High.
See that?
Yeah, you said they had great iron teeth, huh? David said, break their teeth. Out they mouth and saw. Give me that Psalm 58 real quick. Go home. See, that's the representation. Their military power is taken out, huh? Right? Read that, King.
Psalm 58 verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
Read.
Their poison like the poison of a serpent.
Their poison, their philosophies are like the poison of a serpent.
They are like the deaf adder that stoppeth her ear,
Right?
which will not hearken to the voice of charmers, charming never so white.
They don't want to hear the truth. Right? What are charmers? Right? To get you to conform to the will of God. But they won't repent.
Right.
Read on.
Break their teeth.
What the Lord say?
Break their teeth, O Yahweh, in their mouth. Break out the great teeth of the young lions, O Yahweh.
See, the Most High said, break out their teeth, man. And their teeth is their power. Right? The teeth is your force. The teeth is how you attack, how you kill, and how you harm, huh?
Right.
So the Most High is breaking out the teeth and the power and the strength of the so-called white man.
Right.
Now they're on meth. And they've been on meth. But now, they used to be on drugs privately, huh?
Right.
Them white women used to been on drugs, huh? But they used to do it private. They'll pop them pills, man, when they catch their husband wearing their panties, man. Right? Or they'll pop them pills, man, when they find out their daughter, was looking at a so-called black man. Right? Brothers, come in the word, brothers. Come in the word, brothers. We here for y'all. What's the word, brother? Give me one verse out the Bible. All right, what verse is that? Don't give me this. Don't give me that short verse. I said what? Oh, well, you good. You did good. You gave me a verse. Let me give you one. All right. Give me Deuteronomy 28:16.
It's the book of Deuteronomy.
Now, brother, I will say you did get the shortest verse in the whole Bible.
Hey, but you ain't saying that. You said
I know. I'm saying.
you can't complain about
I'm not complaining, brother. I'm not complaining. I want you to hear this. Deuteronomy 28:68.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
So God told one people they're going to go back into Egypt again. You know about Moses? He said, let my people. Huh? Okay, now Moses said, let my people what? From where? There you go. They was in bondage. Now, right now, we're reading after they got delivered from bondage. And the Most High told them if they break the commandments, they're going to go back into Egypt again, meaning back into bondage again. Read it one more time for the crowd.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
You're going to go into bondage again.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
Which people went into slavery on ships or bondage with ships? What race of people?
You said what race of people?
Yes, went into bondage on ships.
Your race.
Our race. So God is talking to us right now.
Right.
Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee,
Where it's written,
thou shalt see it no more again.
and we haven't seen our homeland again.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
Read that again.
And there you shall be sold unto your
Get off
enemies.
that ship, you're going to be sold to your enemies.
Enemy.
So-called white man. Read on.
For bondmen
Bondmen.
and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
So that didn't happen to nobody but us, right?
Right.
So what did God call us? Because he ain't call us Negroes or Muslims or Christians or black men. What did God call us? He called us Israelites.
Israelite.
Those are the people he freed out of Egypt, and he told them to go to captivity on ships for breaking the commandments. So we're the Israelites. Our point is, we're God's chosen people. We're the Israelites according to the Bible. And we have to come back to the Lord and keep his commandments. Right? We got to come out of man-made religions, man-made identities, and come back straight to the Most High.
We got to get away from all of the different ideologies. That's
We got to get a what, brother?
away from all the different ideologies, because that's what separates us. So you may be an Israelite, I may be a Christian, you know, but it's all about being obedient to the one true God.
Right, well,
Submissive to the one.
the Lord don't want us to be nothing but this.
That again?
He don't want us to be. He don't want us to be Christians. He don't want us to be what's they call it? Rastafarian. None of those things.
So I believe you with this, right? Because you said he doesn't want us to be.
Right.
Right? So he doesn't want you to be a Christian. So
Christianity is white supremacy.
I bet you something.
Go ahead, brother.
By definition, I do agree with you to a certain extent. Right? But a Christian is only one who is Christianized, and the one is God found the example of Jesus Christ. Right? And a Muslim is one who submits his will to the will of Allah, God. So you saying that God doesn't want us to be these different types of religions? How can you say that when it just submission to his will?
But they're not submitting to his will, brother. There's no Muslim that submits to the will of God.
How can you say that?
Because they're idolaters. Every Muslim, they have to take a jihad, right? Don't they have to take a pilgrimage?
It's a part of religion.
And they got to take a pilgrimage. Where they go? They go to Mecca, right?
Yeah.
And they got to bow down to what? A stone, right?
But it's not okay.
But that's not according to the will of God.
Okay.
I can't submit to a stone and open, brother. Like you said, I let you talk. I can't submit to the Lord and submit to a stone and thinking I'm so. Go ahead. Give me 6 to 1.
I gotta go. I appreciate it.
So there's no one can submit to God.
I get it.
All right. All right, brother. All right, brother. Maybe next time we come back together and try to
I'm
talk.
down, yo.
All right, no doubt, brother. All right. Submit to the Lord.
Gotta go.
It ain't happening, huh? All right, y'all commit a word. Flood. Right? You know what we out here doing, Elder? You know what we out here doing?
I pretty much know. I did this in Canada.
You did this in Canada?
Yeah.
It's big.
About the same time the setup we had all the brochures maybe 30 years ago.
About the Israelites? So you know you're an Israelite?
Yeah, I know what I am.
Okay, all right.
I'm 75. I should know
Okay,
by
all right.
now.
Okay,
By now I should know
well,
the hell.
Israelites, we
I
got
know I'm
I
not.
come back to the Most High, keep the commandments. You eat pork, Elder?
Sir?
You eat pork?
No,
No shrimp, crab, the lobster.
I don't eat a whole lot of that.
Eat some of it though.
I'll say that.
You said a whole lot.
I can eat pork and health.
What you eat a whole lot of?
But I eat steak.
Steak.
Eat steak.
Cow,
Steak? Which is a cow.
Okay. Steak. All right, brother. Well, you gotta keep the commandments, brother. All right. Yes. All right, brother. That is so far off the damn spectrum. Huh? I eat a good steak. I mean snake, man.
That's wild.
All right, so people gotta come out of this Islam, huh?
Yeah.
We all gotta be one, don't matter. It don't matter, man.
Right, dude.
Everything matters, man.
Everything.
Oh, well, you could be a Christian and you could be a Muslim and you could be a Rastafari and, no, man. Hell no. A Rastafari can't come to my house, man.
Right.
You're not coming to my house, man. You stink, you out of order, you bugged out, and you confused, man. Right? A Muslim ain't invited, man. Right? You only if you will repent and keep the commandments and hear the words of the Son. Right. Right. But if you come in with your badness, you're not the Lord said in 1 John 2:10. If they receive not this doctrine, don't bring them in your house, huh? Don't bid them Godspeed, huh? That's how serious this thing is, huh? Give that 1 John 2:10. People think it's a light matter.
Right.
It's all or nothing when you how about Shop, huh? All or nothing. Right? Read that.
1 John 2 verse 10. He that loveth his brother abideth in light, and there is none occasion of stumbling in him.
All right.
But he that hateth his brother is in darkness.
That First John, 2 John. I want 2 John verse 10.
2 John, verse 10. If there come any unto you and bring not this doctrine, receive him not into your house.
It was not that big of a deal.
Receive him not into your house.
That's how serious it was back then, huh? A brother might say, no, that's over righteous. You mean to tell me I can't go with that brother? I can't do this. The Lord said, receive him not in your house. That's a man that didn't believe in Yahweh and Yahweh that Yahweh came in the flesh. Right? The apostles took that serious, huh? And I understand why, huh? Because you had a heavy apostasy going on at that time. You had a lot of different doctrines similar to now that were creeping into the church.
Right.
Right? You had men like Hymenaeus, Philetus, Hermogenes, Phygolus, and all these different men were bringing different wayward, strange things, man. And the apostles had to put an end to it because they were bringing these men to their house, breaking bread with them. You can't do that without all these doctrines, man. Right, read on. I got you, King.
Receive him not into your house, neither bid him Godspeed.
Neither what?
Neither bid him
Yeah,
Godspeed.
Godspeed was something that you gave, you said to somebody so they can have a prosperous journey and a safe journey and a swift journey. Because you have to travel, you dealing with wild beasts and the elements and typhoons and hurricanes, and you wanted to bid a brother Godspeed, man. You couldn't even bid a heretic Godspeed at that time, man. That's how serious this thing is. Give me a second. I got your precept. Give me 2 Corinthians 11:3. Bring it up, King.
Sirach, chapter 11 and verse number 29. Bring not every man into thine house.
No, it's not that big of a deal.
Bring not every man into thine house. For the deceitful man hath many trains.
Deceitful man hath many trains. You don't know where he's going, man. Right? That brother asks you to the bathroom. Next thing you know, he going to your woman's drawer, man.
See that?
Hey. You invite a brother over. Next thing you know, he crashing at your spot. He fell on hard times. You wake up, he coming out your sunroom.
See that?
In the middle of the night, man. That's a problem. That's a big problem, man. That's a demon.
Right.
So you can't bring every man in your house. He marking where you put your car keys at, man. Where you put your wallet at, man. He trying to put your life together based off what he see. So you have to have discernment. And your house is also your spirit, man. You can't open up to everybody.
Right.
Because somebody will take your intentions or hear your plans or what you got going on, and they'll try to overthrow it, man. Or sow discord and doubt in your spirit. Right? So you have to have some level of restrictions, man, when it comes to who's invited, who's not invited. And Jake like to say that white man's invited at the cookout. He could come to the cookout. He could come. He could come and spray it out, man, and shoot it out. That's what he's going to come and do, man.
Right.
Right, bring that up, okay? More of that. All right, go back to that.
Reading on. So like it, 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 3. But I fear, lest by any means, as the serpent beguiled Eve through his subtlety, so your mind should be corrupted from the simplicity that is in Hamashiach.
So they were getting corrupted, man. Just like, so the serpent spirit is back on the earth. And these brothers that lived in Corinth, they would get beguiled and get overthrown, huh? Read on.
Verse 4. For if he that cometh preacheth another Yahweh Shah, whom we have not preached, or if you receive another spirit,
or if you receive another spirit,
which ye have not received, or another gospel, which ye have not accepted, ye might well bear with him.
You might what?
Ye might well bear with him.
Give me that NLT. We're going to break down what that means. You might bear well with him. Right? So it means our people just accept anything, man. Give me Jeremiah 5:31. Right? It's okay to tell the brother, like we always say, no, that precept don't add up. It's okay to tell the brother, I don't see that.
Right.
It's okay to tell the brother, no, that's not the breakdown. You don't have to always be a politically correct Israelite to the point where it overthrows you. Right? Now you handle it in wisdom, you handle it in meekness, but you have to stand for Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
A spirit can hop on anybody. It can hop on me. This brother got to tell me, hey, Ak, you going off, man. Here we are breaking down Isaiah 66, 15 on down, and I said, well, brother, I don't think that's talking about actual pork. And I started linking it up with Psalms 49 about man being a beast, because man is the beast, and you consume man, and you devour man, and you start going off, man. Yeah. Commit a word, brother. See nationality. Come find out. You take this flyer, bro.
Take a flyer.
Lord willing.
Lord willing.
Lord willing, you'll be back. Raising your voice, man.
Right.
I'll be back. Look at that. She going again. There she going. John. Meth, is it meth or crack?
It's this big thing.
That's the again. That's the bird.
That's a bird.
That's the so-called white.
That's done though.
She said it's that. You know what? It's not say that for a minute. Lord said they're uncircumcised.
Right.
The Lord speaks about the foreskin being uncovered. Yeah, she came from Dundalk. Yeah, or Essex,
Yeah, I can't.
Middle River,
Yeah.
maybe Glen Burnie, South
Pig
Glen
Town.
Burnie. Pig Town. She might be from Pig Town, behind the stadium. You gave her food. Yeah, she probably from behind the stadium, huh?
Salati. I was at the
Right.
the Walmart from around the corner from there, and the damn Sheetamite dropped her damn drugs on the ground.
Wow.
A little valve broke open.
Wow.
She couldn't complete it. She was standing over it, doing like this.
See that, man? So-called white one is done, huh? All right, they see that. See, and that's a spirit because they see that their man isn't empowering you. Huh?
All right.
When you as a woman, you know that you have a man that put a spirit on you, huh?
Right.
And she can't go nowhere else. Huh? For a long time, the so-called white woman has been able to get away with so much murder and killing because her man was in power. Huh?
Right.
Her man could flex his authority. He could kill you, can get you lynched. Huh? She can lie on you, run to her, the so-called white man, and say he did it.
Right.
She can't really do that like that no more, man.
Right.
This white man is losing wars. His population is decreasing. She can't bear children like that anymore, man. You gotta think about the psyche of the so-called white woman, man. She lost everything, man. She's not the standard of beauty anymore, man.
Right. No.
America's not the standard of excellence anymore, man. They're getting skin cancer at a phenomenal rate. Their men are turning homosexuals. A lot of these white women know these men are homosexuals. You know, but they trying to cover it up. Like Snake Man. Rattlesnakes. Right?
Okay.
Go back to that cage. Snake Man. Yeah, bring that up. What you got? Yeah, read that in the NLT.
2 Corinthians 11, verse 3 out of the NLT. But I fear that somehow your pure and undivided devotion
Your pure and undivided devotion
to Mashiach will be corrupted.
will be what?
Will be corrupted.
As far as doctrine,
Will be corrupted.
will be corrupted.
Just as Eve was deceived by the cunning ways of the serpent.
Read.
You happily put up with whatever anyone tells you.
Hold on, read that again.
You happily put up with whatever anyone tells
You
you.
want to have that spirit, man. Where you just happily put up with what anybody tells you, man. They break things down wrong, you smiling ear to ear. Right? They open up new books, you geek, man. They show you precepts that don't link up, and you just smile.
Right.
They send you verses out of pseudepigrapha books, man. And you like it. You got people that do that on Instagram and stuff, huh?
Oh, man.
People post all types of madness, and people just like it. And put a fire emoji. It's wickedness, man.
Right.
Brothers in Israel do that, man. Thumbs up, fire emoji. And a post is nothing but confusion
Madness.
and madness, man. So read that part one more time.
You happily put up with whatever anyone tells you, even if they preach a different Yahweh Shah.
Even if they preach a different Yahweh Shah. People still follow individuals on the internet because they have a lot of views, or they had a lot of views, or they got a lot of subscribers.
Right.
And they can't do nothing wrong. They could murder somebody on the live. And you'll tune into the next live. You'll tune into the next live like if nothing happened, huh?
Like that.
Right? Yeah. He's working on himself. I'm gonna pray for him. Sometimes you gotta condemn somebody. You gotta condemn them, huh? You know? A lot of brothers don't know how to tell people you're going off, huh? Or you're being wicked right now.
Right.
You can say I'm gonna pray for a brother, but you gotta have a just balance. You can rebuke a brother too. You can do both. You can rebuke a brother. All right, I'm gonna throw some prayers in for you, huh?
All right.
But Israel don't do that, man. You know, you too into fame and your favorite teacher and your favorite camp and all this madness, man. Influencers, man. If somebody going the hell off, they're going off.
Period.
Right, read that again.
You happily put up with whatever anyone tells you.
You have to put up whatever anybody tells you,
Even if they preaching different Yahweh Shah.
even if they going off. Even if they said that hey, you're going off. They'll call you stupid, say you're going off, and then you just put up with it. Read on.
Than the one we preach, or a different kind of spirit than the one you receive, or a different kind of gospel than the one you believe.
Right. So you got to have a spirit of integrity, man. Right? You have to know how to say no. That's why it's important to study, man. Right? Give me Proverbs 15 to 28. A lot of brothers get overthrown in the last days. They don't study. Man. You know, you got to open up this word and go precept upon precept, line upon line, here and there, man. You got to stand 10 toes down in these last days. But it's a lot of doctrines coming up. Right? Bring that up.
Proverbs chapter 15 and verse number 28. The heart of the righteous studieth to answer, but the mouth of the wicked pours out evil things.
So you want to study the answer, man. Right? You don't want to study to flex your knowledge, right? To flex your understanding. You want to study to be able to give answer when required, right? If a brother got a question about his marriage, you want to have an answer. If a brother got a question about he's dealing with weed, you want to have an answer. Dealing with lust, you want to have an answer. What kind of physician would you be if somebody came up to you about their ailments, you don't have an answer? You're not a good physician.
Right.
And it ain't always I'll get back with you. They need that now, huh? Some people need it right now. They need advice and counsel right now. Let me go ask your brother. No, you the guy, man.
Right.
You supposed to be the one, man.
Right.
You should have the answers, man. Right, well, let me call in 3 days, 3 nights. What's going on, brother? How you feeling, brother? All praise to the Most High. Right? Got any questions, brother? I'm trying to listen. All praise to y'all. Right? So the point is, brothers that have this Bible, you're supposed to be the guy, huh? Right? You gotta know when the ball get passed, you gotta shoot. Don't be the brother that get the ball. He just went out, shoot, huh? Like the LeBron and damn. No, D'Angelo Russell, was that him?
No.
Passing the ball.
Yeah, Smith. Yeah.
No, not J.R. Smith. He gave, I think it's D'Angelo Russell. Passing the ball. Yeah, and he came ball like you shoot it, huh? And he damn shot the ball like shoot the ball, huh? It's your world. Go rock out. Go crazy, huh? You gotta do that with brothers sometimes, huh?
Yeah.
Brother always asks you questions. Did you look into it?
Right.
Did you read it? Did you study it?
Right.
Some brothers are lazy, man. And we can't enable lazy, slothful work ethics, huh? Hey, you look into it.
Right.
Well, what do you think about it? Read the few verses, read the whole chapter.
Right.
Then get back with it.
Right.
Some brothers just want to, we here for you. You know, but sometimes you gotta challenge your brother.
Right.
You gotta push your brother. Right? You gotta point kick spot.
No, I was gonna say, and then as a physician, somebody comes to you with an ailment, and it be something simple or common, but you don't have the answer for it because, like you said, you're not studying.
You don't know how to tell the brother get a band-aid.
Yeah.
Right? All you telling the brother get a band-aid, his arm chopped off.
Right.
You might not be the guy, man. His arm is half severed, and you tell him to get some peroxide. Get some peroxide.
And Neosporin.
Yeah, some Neosporin, some Vaseline. Right? And that brother needs an amputation, man. Sometimes you gotta cut off a brother right arm.
That's right.
Hey, brother, you need to let that go. Throw that idol away. Throw that weed away. Cut off that arm, man. If a brother's smoking weed, you can't tell that brother nice things, man. Chop that arm off. Do an amputation. You gotta throw that in the harbor.
Right.
You know, and you got, as a physician, you gotta know that, man. Right, give me Luke 5 and 31.
Jeremiah 5 and then Proverbs 15.
So we drop Jeremiah 5, give me strike 38. Read that.
Luke 5 verse 31. And Yahweh Shah answering, said unto them, they that are whole need not a physician.
Read that again.
They that are whole need not a physician.
Yeah, those meaning those who have the truth. Right? So your mission and your intentions should be to heal those who are sick, who don't know their nationality, right? Who don't know the truth, who don't have a heritage, who don't have the Hebrew, who don't know the law, who don't have the faith. Don't be a brother. You only want to teach other brothers in Israel. You want to talk straight at the camera. we form a circle around the camera, and we going through a cipher. No, we got it. People are sick out here, man. Right? Like the elder said, very sick, man. The Lord said the whole head is sick. And we are in a position by the spirit and power of the Most High, man. That's right. In a position, like we're saying, you can't just become a physician. These physicians have to be in schooling for 12 years, 12 to 15 years. You know, they got to do their residentry. They got to get their medical license. They got to go through a lot to become a physician. Huh? So a brother that wants to just be a teacher, give me 1 Timothy chapter 3 and give me verse 7. Hope y'all got. And give me 1 Timothy 1 to 7. Bring it up.
1 Timothy chapter 3 and verse number 7. Moreover, he must have a good report of 6. Verse number 6. Not a novice.
That's what I want. Not a what?
Not a novice.
You can't be a novice. A novice is a newcomer.
Right.
A neophyte.
Beginner.
A beginner. Like the brother said. Not a novice.
Lest being lifted up with pride, he fall into condemnation of the devil.
Yeah, like that. Jake that was impersonating the physician, man. That's what that's talking. His picture should be in there. Dr. What? Dr. Love? Dr. Love, he's like 15 years old, man. He was impersonating. Brothers know about that, right?
Yeah. Years.
Yeah, for years. He was like an OBGYN. He was like doing serious business, man.
Right.
He got lifted up with pride. And he literally fell into the condemnation of the devil, man. Right? So you can't make this up.
Right.
What
He did it again. He did another scam. It wasn't the same as a doctor, but he did another scam.
car salesman.
Yeah.
Skateboard car salesman. Right? So the point is, you can't pay to be in a position of a teacher. Because a novice physician is somebody I don't want to be around, huh? Like a novice mechanic. I don't want that mechanic who just came out of mechanic school. I want the mechanic who's dirty, man.
Right.
He late.
Right.
You show up to his spot, his tape is all over the place, man.
Right.
Microwave open and dirty. Come out eating the sub. He got a toothpick, man. He got grease all on his face. That's the mechanic I want, man.
Right.
I don't want the mechanic with a damn suit and tie on, man. With his huh? He's not experienced. He's not vetted, man. I want the mechanic listen to finger.
I mean,
Straight up.
Yeah.
You're not missing a finger. You're not touching my car, man.
Calluses on your knuckles.
You need calluses. You need to be missing a finger, man. And I need to see a whole lot of cars in your lot, man. And I'm talking about cars that still ain't being done. You know, cars that's been there for 30 years, man. I want to see that blue tarp and everything,
Yeah.
man.
Projects.
Right. So the point is, man, you want a physician like that, man. Right? You want to have an experienced teacher on the highways and byways that can help you out because our people have different ailments, man.
Right.
Like I said, from lust to marriage, to anger to rage, you know, doctrinal questions, etc. Right? So go back to that. Finish that Luke 5, then go to scratch 38. Start 1 Timothy 1 and 7. Then go back to that. 1 Timothy 1
1 Timothy chapter 1 and verse number 7. Desiring to be teachers of the law, understanding neither what they say, nor whereof they affirm.
Where are they affirm? So if brothers desire to be a teacher, I mean, that's fine. But you want to have a sincere spirit, right? While you're a teacher. You want to have good intentions. You want to have a clean spirit. Y'all come to the word to the Lord, family. I got one verse for y'all. Out the Holy Bible. There you go.
All praise.
All praise for it. It's like Revelation 1 and 14. I got one verse for you. Now, sister, let me ask you a question. Is that Jesus? Yes. I'm going to show you a verse in the Bible. Family, right? Revelation 1 and 13.
Revelation 1 verse 13.
I'm going to read the true description out the Bible. You look at this and tell me if it adds up.
And in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man,
Son of man,
clothed with a garment down to the foot,
he had a long garment on down to the foot.
and girt about the paps with a golden girdle.
He had a golden girdle on, all right?
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Read that again.
His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So the Bible says that the Lord has white woolly hair. Is this woolly hair? What race of people have woolly hair?
American.
Yeah, we have woolly hair. That's right, right? He don't have woolly hair.
Right.
And it's not white as snow. But we're reading what it looks like out of the Bible. And it's not adding up to what they've given you in the world. But it's more than that. Read on.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
Does this man have eyes like a flame of fire? No. Read on.
And his feet,
And it's what?
and his feet,
So your feet is the same color as the rest of your body. So we're going to read about the skin color of the Lord. His feet.
like unto fine brass.
Like it's a what?
Like unto fine brass.
What color is brass? Brass. B-R-A. Brown. His feet like fine brass.
As if they burned in a furnace.
How dark is the Lord?
As if they burned in a furnace.
His skin is like brass. But if you take brass and burn it in the furnace, after you take it out, is it going to be light brown or dark brown? Dark brown. So what race would the Lord be on the earth right now? Maybe a so-called African American. All right, sister. So what? So hold on, one more thing. He wouldn't call himself a black man, though. All right. What was the ethnicity of the Lord? Not Jewish. What ish means what? What does ish mean? Kind of like 5 o'clock-ish, blackish, manish, boyish. So he was a Jew. The Lord is a Jew. Actually, right? So he would be an Israelite according to the Bible. So we're out here telling our people that we are those same people. We're not black. Black is the color of my pants and boots. None of us have black skin. All right. Nobody agree with that, right? I don't know anybody that has black skin. So these are names that we were given in America, but those aren't names that you find in the Bible. God didn't give us those names. The European man gave us those names. And they gave us those names in slavery. And they took away your identity and they gave you so-called white people. So anytime anybody thinks about people in the Bible, they automatically think he's a white man. They think the angels are white. Angels. See that? What color are the angels in the Bible? No. Are they little babies with diapers on, with bows and arrows? Yeah, you read about them have different eyes, but their skin colors also show. I know y'all gotta go, but listen to this real quick. Ezekiel 1:7.
Ezekiel 1, verse 7.
So this is Ezekiel describing the angel.
And their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a calf's foot.
And they what?
And they sparkled.
And they what?
And they sparkled like the color of burnished brass.
Of burnished brass. So Ezekiel described the angel's color as brass. Burnished brass. So the angels have the same skin color as us. The Lord has the same skin color as us. What about God? You read about the Son of God. Do y'all think that God is described in the Bible? What you said? That in your Bible? Are you in your Bible? You got to be in your Bible. All right. All right, listen to me real quick. Daniel 7:9.
Daniel 7, verse 9.
Bring it out.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down,
Daniel saw in the future.
and the Ancient of Days did sit.
No, just a regular guy.
And the Ancient of Days did sit.
He saw God sitting on the throne.
His garment was white as snow,
Has an all-white garment on.
and the hair of his head
The hair of God's head,
like the pure wool.
like the what?
Like the pure wool.
Or like an afro. So God is a so-called black man too, according to the Bible. So we're his people. That's what we're telling you. Now, if we're God's chosen people, right? Do you think God? Better question is, you're from Baltimore? Yes. Right? Same thing. Our people live good or bad in Cleveland and Baltimore. Bad, right? But for God's people, how really bad is God's people? You know what I'm asking? Who's society? Who runs this society? Do we run this society? So-called white man run this society. European man. He runs the society. Okay. Now, it's really because we broke the commandments of God. Do y'all know any of the commandments? Don't steal. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't steal. Steal. Honor your father and your mother. We were taught as the 10 commandments. Here's what the Lord said. Read that.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass
It shall come to pass
that thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God,
if these people don't listen to God,
to observe to all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day,
what's going to happen?
that all these curses,
All these what?
all these curses,
So y'all heard of Moses. Moses said, let my people, let them go.
that's right.
Let them go. Let them go from where? Slavery. There you go. They was free. They got free out of slavery. Then God gave them commandments, and he told them, if you break the commandments, all these what?
All these curses shall come upon thee and
He
overtake
said you're going to go through curses. He said, would y'all rather be blessed by God, or would y'all rather be cursed by God? Blessed by God. That means you would have to be keeping the commandments. Because God said if you break the commandments, you're going to be what? Cursed. Now, I'm going to read y'all 3 curses in the Bible. After that, that's it. Y'all tell me if our people are going through the blessings or if we are going through the curses. All right? Read verse 16.
Verse 16. Cursed shalt thou be in the city, and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city. Who lives cursed in the cities? Us. Who's cursed in the field? Who have to work in the field? Us. So are we blessed or cursed right now? Going through cursed is the breaking of the acts of God as a whole, as his people. That's what they call curse. Speaking that curse to us. No, I ain't calling black people. Black is color, it's just a curse. That's the color that describes our skin color. We're the Israelites.
Israelites.
Moses is an Israelite. You heard of Abraham, Isaac, Jacob. Jacob name is changed to Israel. The people that got freed out of Egypt were the Israelites. God told them they would be cursed in the city and cursing the people for breaking the commandments. And that's talking about us and how we live in Baltimore, Detroit. It's the worst city. One of the worst cities I've ever seen. Just as bad as Baltimore, Detroit, LA. Now, here's one more curse. Go to verse 68.
Verse 68.
Listen to this. We know y'all gotta go, but listen to this.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Read that again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Another curse is you're gonna go back into Egypt again. Meaning back into what again? Slavery. There you go. You're gonna go back into Egypt again.
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
What race of people went into slavery with ships? They ran the ship. They navigated. We were on the ship. So we went into slavery with ships. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
We haven't seen our homeland again.
And there you shall be sold unto your enemies.
And we were sold to our enemies. Who are we sold to? So-called white people.
All right.
Read on.
For bondmen and bondwomen,
And what?
and no man shall buy you.
Didn't that happen in the Bible? Didn't that happen in real life? Slavery. These are slaves. Some of these are slave ships. Especially that one right there. That's a slave ship right there. But the Bible is what happened to us. And y'all may not have known why we were put on slave ships. But God is telling you it's a result of us breaking the commandments. So that's why we're in Baltimore, in Cleveland, in DC, all over the world, not in our land because we have transgressed against the Most High God. So we have to tell our people that we're the Israelites, and in order to break these curses, we have to keep the commandments of God.
Right.
Okay? You got to keep the commandments. And no more eating pork. That's a commandment. No more crab. No crab either. No shrimp and lobster.
See that?
Eat that. Can't eat that. All right? Y'all got to wear a dress too. The modest dress.
Modest.
All right, y'all know the Israelites. Get to the fire. What time is it?
8:03. 8:03.
All right, and what's your deal?
He like to bag out her the rabbit.
He's done.
Yeah.
He's done. And we glad you came out, brother. That's good, brother. All praise to the Most High. You from Baltimore? That's good, brother. Keep coming out, brother.
All right.
Coming out, brother. Don't let it be the last time, all right? All right. What was the old? Get a few.
I got side raffles at 38, 38 full.
Yeah.
Yeah, side rack 38. Don't you go. I dropped that. I see the food before.
No, we dropped that. All right, read that.
The book of Sirach, chapter 38, and verse number 4.
What is up?
Verse number 7. With such doth he heal men and taketh away their pain.
See, the Most High commanded the physician to take away the pain of the people, huh? Going back to the point of studying, huh? You want to be able to have a recollection. A lot of these, when you watch, remember House TV show? House, and he knew them terms off the top of the head, huh? There's some big medical terms in them books, huh? But they be knowing that stuff, huh? Because they have to know, huh? They can't wing it, huh? They know the physiology of the body, they know the anatomy of the body, huh? Right. They know what happens if you got that tweak right there, what it might be. Right. They're very, very, very well studied, huh? And they have high expectations, man.
It's another one. The good doctor.
The good doctor, okay, come. How much more to the most, man? Okay. We should be, our expectations of studying should be higher than the worldly physician, huh? Okay. Because it's saving the flesh. We saving the spirit by the mercy of the Most High.
See that?
So our level of work ethic and discipline has to be at the highest bar. People always talk about what a lawyer got the hardest. No, this is the hardest right here, man. All right. These are matters of life and death, man. And we are real lawyers. The word lawyer goes back to the word church father. When you go to the etymology of it. Right? So you brothers, man, get your mind right. And make sure you in this book, man. Give me Sirach, give me that one 39 and 2. I'm getting excited.
See that? Cite verse.
39.
Chapter 39 and verse number 2.
Get excited, man. I love doing this work.
That's right.
Fumbling over precepts, man. I read that.
Sirach 39 and 2. He will keep the sayings of the renowned men.
Y'all sisters, come hear the words of the Lord. Y'all love God?
No.
I read that.
He will keep the sayings of the renowned men and wear substance.
Start at verse 1.
Sirach 39 and 1. But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High.
So give your mind to the world.
He that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High.
You gotta tap in, you gotta lock in with the Most High and his law. You gotta think about the law. You gotta meditate on the law. As you meditate, examine yourself according to the law, man. Meditate on the breakdowns, man. Meditate on the names, on the dates, on the precepts, on the places, on the accounts. You gotta meditate in this word, man. And these Edomites do all types of Adderall, man.
Yeah, right.
For their final exams, man. They'll pop all types of pills, man. They'll cheat, they'll scam. These Elamites just got found out a bunch of damn demons and liars, man. They bought all these fake degrees and they go through great lengths to prove their level of scholarship, man. Finish that.
And is occupied in the meditation thereof. Will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient.
And be what?
And be occupied in prophecies.
You know, occupied in folly.
And be occupied in prophecies.
When you occupy a place, you live there. And you close that little thing, it says occupied, man. Vacant or to occupy.
Right.
You gotta live in prophecy, man.
Right.
You gotta see these earthquakes in Venezuela, man.
Right.
And link it up with prophecy.
Right.
You gotta see what's going on in Palestine and Lebanon and link it up with prophecy, man. You gotta live in these scriptures, man. Bring it up. You got a point?
I think they just said Virginia. The earthquake.
Yeah, the earthquake at the DMV area.
No.
Right? And you gotta watch, man. You gotta live in this word, man. You can't live in doom scroll or live in la la land, man. Or live in your job, man. Some brothers just meditate on their job all day, man. You gotta meditate on these prophecies, man. And this truth, you gotta compartmentalize, they say, man.
Right.
You have to have a just balance with your mind. Right? What's going on, sister? Where you from? Where you from? El Salvador? Honduras? Right. 4.
Verse 3. He will seek out the secrets of grave sentences.
So he's gonna let it come to him.
He will seek out the secrets of grave
You gotta
sentences.
seek it out, man. That go to the point of brothers that just want a handout, man. You just want a handout. No, you gotta seek it out. You gotta open up, you gotta study, you gotta pray, you gotta fast, you gotta meditate, you gotta go back over it again, you gotta cry for knowledge like the Lord tell you in Proverbs, man. Some brothers never cried for knowledge, man. You cried when you wanted that woman back, man. You cried when you wanted that job. When the last time you cried for wisdom, huh? You cried for understanding, huh?
See that?
You screamed to the Most High that you wanted to understand it, huh? But you don't go that hard for the Lord because you don't really want it like that, huh? That's how bad you want it, man. You know, give me that Proverbs 2 and 3 real quick, man. Right? So you gotta cry out for this thing, man. You gotta lose your damn voice. You gotta fall. Some brothers, man, brothers have fall asleep studying, fall asleep reading. You gotta fall asleep studying, man. You gotta fall asleep and bring that.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 2, verse 3. Yea, if thou criest after knowledge.
If thou what?
If thou criest after knowledge.
Kind of whisper for it.
If thou criest after knowledge.
You gotta cry after knowledge, man. You can't write a little note and then put under your pillow, Jesus, please see this. Thank you, amen. And you sleep like this in your pillow and you wake up with the breakdown. It don't work like that, bro. That's crap stuff. Yeah, that's that tooth fairy stuff. Yeah. You can't ask Jesus, the anointed, the Christ, and you write it on a piece of construction paper, man. From the Dollar General. And you fold it up and you stuff it under your mattress, man. You gotta cry after knowledge. You gotta go online. You gotta look up words. You gotta look up places, man. You gotta go through the precepts. You gotta pray multiple times. You gotta fast. You gotta meditate. Then you might get it from the Most High. You want to see how bad do you want it, man? Mm-hmm. Right now, you got deep scuba, what they call them, deep sea scuba divers in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, looking for damn treasure, man. Down there. It's sub-zero degrees out there, man. They are 500 miles away from home. In the middle of nowhere. Wild giant octopi, right? Crocodile, octopus, squids, man. Devour the line. Hey, they can die out there, man. Right. But they're doing it because they seek out treasure. How much more the treasure the Most High, man? See that? How much effort do you get or you put into getting these breakdowns, man? Getting these precepts. Memorizing them, studying them, applying them, man. Read that again.
Yeah, if thou criest after knowledge.
If you cry after knowledge.
And lifts up thy voice.
So you kind of whisper.
And lifteth up thy voice.
You gotta scream Yahweh. A lot of us, you too cool to scream the name of the Most High. You don't want to ruffle no feathers. You don't want to wake up the house. You don't want your woman to look at you crazy. Right? And the hell with that, man. All right, that's your house, man. Scream the name of the Most High, man. If it's a problem, hey, it shouldn't be a problem, man.
See that?
People come, well, what's going on? It's a problem. Why y'all not screaming the name of the Most High?
Right.
Why y'all not crying to Yahweh about Shabbat? Huh?
Right.
Right? Everybody, come on, we about to scream to the Most High. Right? Hey, I told my children that to the Spirit, man.
I thought we was about to.
Y'all cry out to the Most High, man. So what are you doing at their evil? They're like, Yahweh! And they start screaming the name of the Lord, man. Right? So read on, King. Your voice.
God. If thou seekest her as silver.
As what?
As silver.
How many brothers ever seen raw silver? No, I haven't. All right, we're not looking hard enough.
See that?
Doesn't mean it's not there. It takes time and effort. Read, the Lord said, wisdom cometh by opportunity of leisure. He that hath little business shall become wise.
All right.
I mean, that was times, man, I had to actually call out of work, man, to get into the word, because I was working so many hours, man. And you know how you working and be like, man, I gotta read, I gotta study, I have to take a day off, man, just to reset and get the spirit, man. Because this world want to consume you. It wants you to your mind to be in them and not the Most High, man. Yeah, that's the beautiful point, man. Overcharged with surfeiting and drunkenness in the cares of this life, man. Sometimes you need a reset, man. You got a half a day, take a half a day sometimes, man. Go take a walk in the park, meditate, man. Decompress, get your mind into the word of Yahweh Shai. Everybody's looking to stick their damn hands in your mind, man. Your children, your woman, your job, bills and money, man, and your weight and your health, and right. Everybody's trying to take your mind away from the Most High, man. Right. So you have to put them walls up. You got to close the door at times. You know, King.
And searches for her as for a head treasure.
Read.
Then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord.
Then what?
Then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord.
Then you have to. Then you're going to get the fear of the Lord. Read on.
And find the knowledge of Yahweh.
Then you get the knowledge of the Most High. You got to work for it, though, man. Ain't no handouts in this thing, man.
Right.
Now, brothers are here to help you, but brothers are here to enable your incompetence, man, and your folly work ethic, man.
Right.
Bring it up.
Sirach 51 and verse 30. Work your work for time.
See that?
And in his time,
So in your time,
and in his time,
when you feel like it,
and in his time,
what's going to happen?
he will give you your reward.
Then you're going to get your reward. Work, man. Then you're going to get your reward, man.
Right.
Labor. Sometimes you might be up all night studying, man. You might have a sheet of paper writing lessons out, man. You might be quizzing yourself, man. You might have to look in the mirror, quiz yourself, man.
Right.
Teach out loud. Work on your delivery. Work on your approach, man. What would happen if a brother asked me this? Okay, I got these precepts. We do that, man. These boxes, they shadow box, man. Right. They jab, they got the guy with the pads. Brothers do that, man. You gotta do it with this word, man. You gotta spar yourself, man. Quiz yourself, challenge yourself, man. Somebody asked me, how would I break this down and what would I go into? Right? You have to prepare the spirit, man, and train. You driving, you could be thinking about the precepts. You don't have to always play the hottest mixtape while you're driving, man. Right? Blast it, man. Meditate, man. You always on your phone texting. Have the precepts, man. I'm not saying brothers should be on their phone, right? Hey, man, you might have a precept that you're looking at. You meditating on. And you're linking up with other precepts. See how far you can go. Bring it up, King.
And I was gonna say, sometimes we have conversations, and a brother may ask a question, and I'll think of a precept, but I'll go home and think deeper on it, how much more is it to that question or to the answer to that question?
Right.
Really try to get into it.
Yeah, because it's levels to an answer.
Right.
Because some things are twofold, some things are deep. You can get really deep into it. Some things kind of surface level. I know that's right. All praise to the Most High.
I've been praying for from 6:30 to 8.
You said what?
Praying.
You been praying? All right, sister.
Up there.
All right.
6:30 to 8
Oh, all right. That's right. I read that.
Go. Book of Sirach, chapter 21, and verse 15. If a skillful man hear a wise word,
You're a regular man.
if a skillful man hear a wise word,
If a skillful man, you got to be skillful with the word, huh? A skillful man can know how to break something down twofold. He can go into the Greek, go into the Hebrew. He get a surface level understanding, the ancient understanding, a prophetic understanding behind it. If a skillful man
hear a wise word, he will commend it and add unto it. But as soon as one of no understanding heareth it, it displeaseth him, and he casteth it behind his back.
that's a wicked dude right there, man. That's an evil dude. Brothers here talking about the precepts, going over the breakdowns, and he mad about it, man. He get up and leave, man. And he take 5 shots of E and J. Y'all still doing the gauntlet? Why y'all still talking about the Most High?
I don't play games.
I don't play games, man, like the brother said. Y'all got the Lakers or y'all got the Celtics? All this gauntlet, ain't gonna be no gauntlet in the king. Then he start making excuses on why you don't do the gauntlet. Yeah. Right, bring that up. Shit. He said what? Right. Bring that up.
Daniel chapter 9 and verse 21. Yea, whilst I was speaking in prayer,
While I was speaking in prayer,
even the man Gabriel, whom I had seen in the vision at the beginning, being caused to fly swiftly, touched me about the time of the evening oblation.
right?
And he informed me and talked with me and said, "Oh, then I am now come forth to thee, skill and understanding.
Read that part again.
I am now come forth
I am now come forth.
to give thee skill and understanding."
So skill and understanding. You might have understanding, but you might not have no skill. Right? You might have prudence, but you might not have no skill. Skill is important in this thing, huh? Another word for skill is wisdom. And how you use the wisdom to navigate in life, huh? Skills ain't just them crossing somebody up.
Right.
Skills ain't just, okay, I can go behind the back, huh? No, skills is, okay, I can go to Revelation. I can go to Matthew. I'm in First Esdras. I have skill in the Greek. I have skill in the Hebrew. I have skill in geography. I have skill in etymology. I have skill in timelines. I have skill in chronology and prophecy. That's skill. And you want to be like on the court. You want to be well-rounded. You want to know how to use your left hand, right hand, go behind the back, post up, rebound. What else? Finger roll. Some brothers can't finger roll, huh? Right? But they can lay up at the back. We got finger roll. You gotta you gotta know how to hit that floater, man. Take a lot of skill.
Took a shot.
It was this one point guard. He was doing this.
Shit. Take a shot.
Yeah, he was doing the baby hook. You gotta know how to do the baby hook, huh? You gotta have a lot to your arsenal, especially on the highways and byways. So I'm gonna get that last one, then John 12 and 28. Finish that, King.
Verse 23.
Read that verse again. The one that
Daniel 9 and 22. And he informed me and talked with me and said, "O Daniel, I am now come forth to give thee skill and understanding."
So only the Most High can give you wisdom. Yes, you can study. Yes, you can meditate, but it's all of Yahweh Shah at the end of the day. And if you have wisdom and understanding, it's not of your own, it's of the Most High. And as quick as the Most High gave it, is as quick as the Most High can take it away, man. So be grateful, man, and thank the Most High that you have understanding. And don't get proud, man. Or the Lord will drive you out in the wilderness like he did Nebuchadnezzar, man.
See that?
And you'll be out there till 7 times pass over you till you know that the Most High rules in the kingdom of men, man. Right? And that the Most High running the show, man. Because knowledge could puff you up too, man. But the Lord said mysteries are revealed to the meek as well. The more wisdom you have, the more humility you should have, man. Because wisdom teaches humility, man. Wisdom doesn't teach arrogance. Wisdom doesn't teach pride, man.
Right.
Those things are not of man, man.
Right.
So wisdom should show you how you're supposed to deal with her, man. You know? Not that you just have her, but she shows you how to deal with her. You know? Like you might have a woman, she's not into PDA, huh? So women that don't, go out, look, this is what I like, this is what I don't like, X, Y, Z, huh? And that's how wisdom is, man. She shows you how to showcase her, man. Right? Go on, King.
Verse 23. At the beginning of thy supplication, the commandment came forth, and I am come to show thee, for thou art greatly beloved. Therefore, understand the matter and consider the vision.
And do what?
And consider the vision.
And that's what brothers got to do. You have to understand the matter. Understanding the matters comes from God.
Right.
And certain things, Daniel was such on a high level of sincerity and humility and selflessness that even an archangel came to help her. So what level are we on, man? Archangel ain't come to me.
Ain't came to me neither.
Ain't come to you. He came to a few. Came to Mary. Right? You say, blessed art thou and highly favored.
Right.
That's a hell of a compliment, man.
Right.
Can you imagine what was in her mind, man? Gave her the archangel, you're highly favored amongst women, man. The archangel come to Daniel, say you're a man greatly beloved. I get the bullshit, man. And I'd be terrified, man.
At the same time.
I wouldn't know what to think. I'd be
right.
What the, an archangel come to you, say I'm here to give you the breakdown. Brothers dream about stuff to make that happen. Right? But go on, King. Let's finish that. First, we want to be like Daniel. We want what Daniel had. Go on, King.
Like it, and I believe it was Nathan who told David, do what you with. The Lord
do what thou wilt. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Do what's in your heart. Do what's in your heart. Right. Go on, King.
Daniel 9 and 24. 70 weeks.
That's on. And he gave him a mean breakdown.
Yeah.
He gave him the breakdown.
Yeah.
And he didn't have, but Daniel, when you read on the first verse, what did Daniel say? Go to the first verse real quick.
Daniel 9 and 1. In the first year of Darius, the son of Ahasuerus, of the seed of the Medes, which was made king over the realm of the Chaldeans, in the first year of his reign, I, Daniel, understood by books.
So it just happened out of nowhere.
Understood by books.
He was getting in the books, man. That's where it all started.
See that?
So he got the vision and the breakdown because he was in the books.
Understood by books.
He understood by books. Read on.
The number of the years whereof the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah the prophet.
That's the 70 years. So he was in the scriptures, man. And he was fasting, he was praying, he was in the word, and the Most High sent the archangel to give him the breakdown. Give me John 12 and 28.
It's the book of St. John, chapter 12, and verse 28. Father, glorify thy name.
That was y'all say.
Father, glorify thy name.
The King of Kings say.
Glorify thy name.
The Prince of Life say.
Glorify thy name. Then came there a voice from heaven saying, I have both glorified it and will glorify it again.
And with that, we're going to give all honor and glory to Yahweh. By Shema Mashiach, woman like Yahushai. Form your shalom.
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 Form your shalom. Ah.
Form your shalom.
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 All praise to the Most High, man. Bring out whatever y'all got. We're gonna flow through the spirit, yo. All praise to the Most High. Right? All praise to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, man. In the last days, waking up the hopeful elect, having brothers to be on fire, having a word to go out. How you doing, sister? You got a minute to hear the words of God? Got 1 second? Got it?
Got it already.
All right. Can I ask you one question?
What's that?
How do we get to the kingdom of heaven?
Go within.
You said go. I can't hear you.
Within yourself.
Okay, go within yourself and then do what?
Find out for yourself.
Now I gotta find out for myself. All right. Now I gotta find out for myself. I thought the system was gonna be humble, man. Right. Bring that up.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 1. Remember now thy creator in the days of thy youth.
That's a beautiful precept. The Lord said to remember thou thy creator in the days of your youth. What are the days of your youth, man? Go to Jeremiah, right? Chapter 2, and start at verse number 5. What are the days of your youth in the spirit? Bring that out.
Jeremiah 2 and 5 in the reads. Thus says the Lord, what iniquity have your fathers found in me?
What iniquity? Start at verse 3, man. That's
Verse
a beautiful account.
Israel was holiness unto the Lord.
What's going on?
Not too much.
Not too much.
Not too much.
You know what we out here doing?
Oh, I'm just looking.
We out here to condemn the so-called white man and to wake up our people, man.
Okay.
So if you don't like to hear judgment, you could keep it moving. How did your people get this land?
I didn't get any land.
Yeah, you did. Your race did.
Well,
How did your race get this land?
this isn't my land here.
No, I need it.
Where are you from?
Alaska.
You're from Alaska.
But we did take it from the Eskimos.
It don't matter where you went, you took the land that didn't belong.
I
Why so-called white man did do that? Now, what are you doing about the land that you stole? You're on a personal level. Because you're reaping the benefits of stolen land.
Yes, but you're also looking at people who were very active during the civil rights movement.
I can't hear you.
You're looking at people who were very active in the civil rights movement. You're looking at people who were very political.
So you were active in a civil rights
Well,
movement?
yeah, we're a little old now to be active.
Okay, well, what did you do in the civil rights movement?
We did everything to grow and ensure the rights of Black people, African Americans.
Okay, well, what did you do?
There were marches.
So you attended the marches.
We attended the parties.
So you attending the marches, what did that do for our people?
Well, I think it helped pass, which was civil rights. That did not take care of the problem, but it did help pass some.
Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 21. Proverbs 11 and 21.
Proverbs.
That's what that.
All right, keep it moving.
I checked their age.
Keep it moving. What's going on, brother? You believe in the Lord, brother? Come up and hear the words of God, brother. We out here for you. We out here just for you, brother. Yeah, we out here just for you, brother. Now, I see that shirt said, I am Muslim. And I am. You Muslim. Yeah. 40 years. Now, what has being in Islam done for you?
I'm Muslim also.
I made you a better person.
Made you a better person. Can I go to the origins in the Bible? You believe in the Bible, brother?
Yeah, but when you're talking about the Bible, you're talking about where was the Bible written translated? What language? What language are you doing?
It depends on what point in time you're talking about, brother.
Okay, during the time without words to talk.
What up with the pen, brother, on the captivity? Because you gotta know. Okay, hold on. Let me answer that for you, brother.
Let me just say this.
All right, go ahead, brother.
The Greeks translated the Bible, right? The Greeks translated the Bible, but they never came to Greek. The Bible was revealed in Africa, right? To whatever prophet was in Africa.
Give me 1 Corinthians chapter 8 and verse 1. I'm listening, brother.
And then I'm saying, you talking about
Acts chapter 20 and verse 1.
from the King James, just you talking about English language. The English language is a basic language, a language that derives from our language.
All right, I got it. Can I touch on what you just said? because I don't want you to touch on multiple things. Okay, I'll bring that up.
1 Corinthians chapter 8 and verse 1. Now as touching things offered unto idols. 2 Corinthians chapter 8 and verse 1.
Bring it out.
Moreover, brethren, we do you to wit of the grace of God bestowed on the churches of Macedonia.
Right, where's Macedonia? Can a brother look that up?
Where's Macedonia, y'all saying?
Well, we're going to go into the etymology. So we had the Apostle Paul, he traveled to many churches. Right. And he traveled throughout Greece. Right? And we're going to dig that up.
Paul not even knew Jesus, right?
Hold on, brother. I want to touch on one point at a time. You got a lot of questions, that's okay. Lord willing, we're going to answer all of them.
I'm open to you.
Bring it up.
Says Macedonia. Where is Macedonia? Officially, the public of North Macedonia is a land, it says, located in the Balkan Peninsula of southeastern Europe. The region sits centrally in the Balkans and shares the land bordered with 5 countries.
You can rest right through this. Bring it out, Ed. Okay, all praise to the Most High. Now look that up on the blue letter. And bring that up. Acts 20 and verse 1.
Acts 20 and 1 and it reads, and after the uproar was seized, Paul called unto him the disciples and embraced them and departed forward to go into Macedonia.
So this is the Apostle Paul. He's traveling and he's going to diverse lands. One of those lands is Macedonia, read.
And when he had gone over those parts, he had given them much exhortation. He came into Greece.
He came where?
He came into Greece.
He came into Greece. Right. So it's showing you that our fathers did live in those lands. Right? You read 1 Corinthians. Right? When you dive into those things, it was witness to those that crossed through the Red Sea. Right? You understand? So Paul was speaking to his brethren, which were the Israelites. That look like me and you, brother. That were of our people. So he traveled not only to Macedonia, but he also went to Greece, letting you know that our people were pushed in those regions. Let's go to the book of 2 Maccabees, chapter 1. Bring that up.
What, the biblical usage?
Yeah, you can bring it up.
This is the word Macedonia in the blue letter. It says Macedonia means extended land, a country rounded on the south by Thessaly and Epirus, on the east by Thrace and the Aegean Sea.
Right by the Aegean Sea.
Let me ask you a question. So,
But before you answer that question, do you understand that our fathers were in those regions?
I understand. I understand.
Right, so that's why I was translating. It's a Septuagint, so that our people can understand and read. Let me get one more. Give me John. One more, brother.
I'm just doing the travel to these different countries. To Macedonia. Was this before the continental drift?
Before the continental drift.
Yeah. Before the islands, the lands broke apart.
Where did the lands depart from? What did that actually happen? Well, it was one big landmass, and then they all dispersed.
But yeah, what I understood.
Well, that's what school teaches.
Yeah.
But who's over the school system?
You already know who.
The so-called white man.
Oh, yeah.
The Lord said from the beginning, give me the book of Genesis, chapter 10, and start at verse 2. I'm going to show you something, brother. See, we got to come out of the school system where we was taught. We got to come back to what thus said the Lord says. Bring that out, bro.
Genesis 10 and 2 and it reads,
Yeah, I said.
the sons of Japheth, Gomer, and Magog, and Madai, Meda, and Javon, and Tula, and
You have
Tubal.
the sons of Japheth. You have the sons of Ham. And when you read all the way down, right, you have the sons of Shem. Jump to verse 5.
Verse 5. By these were the isles of the Gentiles divided into
So
their
they had their own isles. So that's letting you know it wasn't all one land. They had individually, all the way from the beginning, their own isles, their own parts of the land. Right? Read that.
divided to their lands, every one after his tongue.
So everyone had their own land. So they were all dispersed to the lands that God gave them. So there was never one big landmass, and then they got shooken up over time, and then it dispersed. So that's all of the white man society and what he teaches. Right? Now, from you being in Islam or you being a Muslim, my original question is, what does that did for you? You said it did a lot. Yeah. But did it teach you your heritage? Did it teach you your nationality?
Let me shake. Let me make this case.
See, a lot of shit. I mean, I love this man, but like certain things I don't follow. But intellectually, I don't think it's right, and certain things I don't believe. For example, you know, in the hadith it says that a wolf came to a man and spoke, let me give you something to live by. God delivered off you speak. Nobody,
Romulus
um,
from the beginning of the Roman Empire.
no, no. So these guys, they were Muslims. Wolf, always been a wolf. But I guess allegorically is a man, right? It said, but you'll hear a lot of
You look up Romulus, the beginning of the Roman Empire, raised by wolves. Bring it up, bro.
and and the wolf told him, let me give you something to live by. Right. Gave me this but a lot of stuff, man. Bro, like I'm finding out, man, like man, I don't know what it's so hard to find out what really to believe. You look at this translation, you already know with the Bible, you talking about this Bible, King James Version or any of them other version, that you talking about one the language, some languages can't be translated or lose spiritual, and then some words lose spiritual. There's no
Can I touch on that?
adoption for those words.
All right, I got you. I want to touch on that after I touch on your original point. You just said something about wolves. What was your point of saying that?
I'm saying I was saying that because I don't like certain things even in Islam I don't believe.
So the wolves had to do with you not believing things that are in
No.
Islam?
Oh no. If you were here after this thing and they said wolf, then you're talking about an act wolf. Right? And you'll have a lot of Muslims believe that. But God didn't live wolves to speak.
So that's a basis on the understanding of Islam?
No, bro. No. All right, what problem?
Okay, where did the wolves come from? I'm just trying to figure this out. Yeah, got it. Okay, no.
The wolves come from. All right, you ever heard of hadith? The hadith. You know what the hadith is? Right. It's a book.
Right.
A book.
Right.
A book on the traditions and practices about Muhammad. Right.
Okay.
And I was saying in one of the chapters was talking about a wolf came to a man, told him, well, a wolf was stealing the sheep. And the wolf came to the man and said, but the man called him, the shepherd told him, he said, the wolf sat down and said, let me tell you something to live by.
I got bring it up.
What he did that was, as a Muslim, that's a part of the Islamic tradition, or that's what's in their book. And he's saying he don't believe it. So this goes back. It says in Islam, a famous prophetic tradition, the Hadith, recounts a miraculous event where a wolf spoke to a shepherd. The wolf told the shepherd that Prophet Muhammad was in Medina speaking about past and future events, serving as a sign of prophethood.
Now let's stop right there. You said you don't believe this, right?
Not an actual wolf.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Not an actual wolf.
Well, all
God didn't make wolves.
I got you, brother. All that.
It's just like the Red Sea, the part of the Red Sea. I don't believe
All
nothing.
right, I got you.
Okay.
You spoke. Now, all of that's a lie, bro. Everything that you read about Islam, the basis of it, all of that's a complete lie. And it's from man. It's not inspired by the Most High. The Prophet Muhammad
Said the Bible was inspired by
I could break it down. I could show it.
But you're talking about men.
Well, brother,
You're not talking about men,
allow me
right?
to speak, brother? What? Can you allow me to speak? I listen to you. Now check this out. Like I'm saying, everything about in the Islam, it's a lie. There was no wolf that spoke to a man. Those are all fables, wise tales, lies. And I can prove it in the Bible and show you in the Bible that the Bible is real. And it speaks about future events, prophecies, and men that actually lived.
So you read the New Testament and the Old Testament.
Yes, I read the New Testament and the Old
So
Testament.
then Jesus lied. Remember,
Brother, can I show you something real quick? All right, real quick, brother. Let me just go to Deuteronomy. Real fast, brother. See, you real short with patience.
no, I'm not. No.
All right, well, you gotta allow me to break it down to you.
No.
I'm trying to tear down this stronghold so I can build you up. Now, what you believe in for 40-something years, I wouldn't believe in something that in this book I don't believe, but I believe other things that are in this book.
That shows how weak my faith is. I believe everything that is written in this book, from the beginning page to the last page.
Even though
Bring that up. Let me
it's
show you
not
something.
original language,
Let me show you something, brother.
right? It's not like you reading the original language where you can,
Well, brother, do you speak all languages?
no.
Right, right. Let's stay right there. So it would be impossible for you to understand things that happened thousands of years ago unless they were translated. That's why you got scribes.
Yeah, that's what this is.
I
right?
got you. That's why you got scribes.
So who the translator of this Bible?
But you're asking a lot of questions. I'm gonna break it down, but allow me to go into this first. After that, I'll dive into that question. If you would allow me to.
What? What, bro?
All right, go to the book of Deuteronomy.
Joshua, right here.
Start at verse 15.
Deuteronomy.
Now, I know you heard of Moses. Have you heard of Moses? This is Moses speaking to the 12 tribes of Israel, the blacks, the Hispanics, and Native Americans, which shows you future events that are going to come to pass, which verifies this book and prophetic, breaking down prophecy. I want you to tell me that this come to pass. Bring it up.
Deuteronomy 28:15, and it reads, "But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God."
If the children of Israel didn't listen, these are the children of Israel, brother. If they didn't listen to God's commandments,
To observe to do all his commandments
every last one of them,
and his statutes, which I command thee this day, to all these curses.
curses what happened to God's chosen people for not keeping his commandments. Right. Now, real fast, brother, before we dive into it, yeah, we are cursed, brother. Do you think we curse or do you think we bless?
Amen.
You think we live like the other nations and prosper in the things we do?
And we live
Are we the people that's riding the coattail of the Arabs that don't speak Arabian language? They have no idea what that book is talking about. Made from 700 something BC, that doesn't go back from the beginning.
well, the
Like our
American
fathers did.
The American language don't go back from the beginning.
But that has nothing to do with the prophecies.
But it has everything to do with the book that you read. Because you're talking about translation. This book, you're talking about translation. You know, you already know that the English language is a bastard language. It's a language derived from other languages, right?
Right, we understand that.
So when you read this, you're not reading it just like this. If I had a Quran right here, right, and I'm reading the English, right, you know what the English is not? It's not the Quran. Because the Quran was revealed in Arabic,
Okay.
right? And then in translating the Quran, right, some words it don't, what's going on? Go ahead, brother. What you would say?
Stop.
Go ahead, bro. I'm stand up.
All right, brother. If you were stolen and taken to another land,
Right.
and your whole heritage is wiped away, and you are forced to speak English, wouldn't it behoove you to understand that language so that you could read about the scribe that translated the Bible? Wouldn't it behoove you to do that? Because if you had that mentality you have, you will be somebody who would never have any understanding of things that happened in the past. There are scribes, brother. A scribe scribes out things and translate things that happen in other languages. Bring that up.
It's the book of John, chapter 19, and verse 19. And Pilate wrote a title and
Now,
put it.
Pilate is a Roman governor, right? Over a region, apart. Now, he's a so-called white man. He wrote and scribed out, read,
and put it on the cross. And the writing was Jesus of Nazareth, the King of the Jews. This title then read many of the Jews, for the place where Jesus was crucified was nigh to the city, and it was written in Hebrew.
It was written in Hebrew. Because a lot of our people spoke Hebrew. We are the Hebrews. Read on.
And Greek.
It was written in Greek too. Because you had a lot of our people that were Hellenized that came up from regions. You can read about that in the Bible as well. Read on.
And Latin.
And Latin. So it was translated that everybody at that time would be able to read it. You had different languages. You had Arab, right? The Aramaic. You had Latin, right? You had the Greek and you had the Hebrew that was predominantly spoken at that time. You understand that, brother? Just like during the Babylonian time, you had the Assyrian and the Akkadian language. Did our people speak that? Was our people fluent in that?
I have no idea.
Right. That's my point, brother. So what had to be scribed out for us to understand.
And I understand that part too.
Right? You had the pictograph from the beginning, which were primarily shapes. You had the Paleo, you had the Assyrian. And as you keep going, brother, we go to the English.
Right.
And it was prophesied that our people will have to understand his book in another tongue to understand it. Give me that in Isaiah 28. Bring it up.
Isaiah chapter 28 and verse number 11. For with stammering lips
For with his stammering lips
and another tongue will he speak to his people.
So we would have to be spoken to in another language to be able to understand the things that are past. I don't speak Hebrew fluently like our fathers did from the ancient. That don't mean I don't understand words. Don't mean I can't make a prayer. That doesn't mean that I can't speak it, but I can't read it as it is written from the very beginning and have the proper understanding as I would if I read the English. Because our people, right, have been stolen and brought into captivity to another land. Yeah. To speak another language. And all of our heritage was beat out of us. Right? You understand that? So when you dive into this book, brother, it was scribed out and translated so we can understand. Bring that up.
Jeremiah 8:8 in the reads, how do they say we are wise, and the law of the Lord is with us? Lo, certainly in vain made he it. The pen of the scribes is in vain.
See, the scribes, they wrote all of these things out. But our people didn't hearken into it, so that pen was in vain. Because all of the things over time that took the scribe all of those things out, he said, look, surely the pen of the scribe was in vain. Read that again from the top.
How do they say we are wise?
That's during what? The Babylonian captivity. Showing you that books were scribed out over time, brother. It's not just jumping to America. That was an ancient tradition that our fathers did, was scribe out things over and over, accounts. They were eyewitnesses. Right, read that.
How do they say we are wise, and the law of the Lord is
That's a
with
wise
us?
thing to scribe things out. It had an inspiration of the Most High. You know?
Lo, certainly in vain made he it. The pen of the scribes is in vain.
Right, the pen of the scribes is in vain. Right? Give me the book of Matthew 8:18. Bring up the picture.
This is from Babylon to Timbuktu by Rudolph R. Windsor.
Right, this is a scholar. Bring it up.
Let me read two excerpts. It says the prophet Muhammad adopted many principles and laws from the Jewish religion. First of all, the basic ideology of monotheism.
Did you know that, brother? Yeah. Right, the practice of one God. He's getting that from the Bible, from our heritage and what we did as a people. You know?
Which is the belief of one God. The Jews were adamant and resistant to change. So, like, trying his best, Muhammad sought to convert the Jews to his new religion.
He sought to convert the so-called black man to his new religion, his new way of worship.
But to no avail. The Jews were adamant and resistant to change.
They were strong to understand the traditions and heritage of our fathers and stay deeply rooted in what God gave us.
The high esteem which the prophets held for the Jews was transformed into enmity, and instead of need the confirmation of the influential Jews to validate his mission, as all upstarts need the backing of someone influential, Muhammad therefore turned against the Jews and became their tormentor.
Became their tormentor. Brother, that's in history. Did you know that? Yeah. So you know that they came against our people. Right. They slaughtered them. They showed massive hatred as the so-called white man does. Do you know that, brother? That's in history.
Oh, what were the Jews?
So hold on.
All the Jews were
Hold on.
black.
Did you know that? You're following something. Man, let me finish real fast, brother. Then you got it. You're following something that a man that is a white man puffs himself up as a prophet to break down our people life. That's in the book.
Hey,
That's in the book, brother.
No, brother.
Look, that's it. Over here. Bring it up, brother. Hold on. You don't know Islam in your book like you do. Bring it up.
See, you read that hadith, right? Yeah. Hadith 1:63. While we were sitting with the prophet in the mosque, a man came riding on a camel. He made his camel kneel down in the mosque, tied its foreleg, then said, "Who amongst you is Muhammad?" At that time, the prophet was sitting amongst his companions, leaning on his arm. We replied, "This white man, this white man,
What did he call it?
this white man,
This white man
reclining on his arm."
reclining on his arm. Did you know that was in there,
Well,
brother?
how deep is that?
Hold on, brother. Let's stay right there.
Okay.
This white man.
Hold up, brother. Hold up. You saying that, but how these aren't authentic. Where how did it come from?
You bring it out in your book, your so-called book. You bring it out, brother.
No book.
Now you don't have a book.
I don't have a book. Brother, I don't.
Let's deal in meekness real fast. Brother, let's deal with real fast. Let's not argue, brother.
We're not arguing.
All right,
But y'all let me talk to you though. But
Brother, I haven't fully explained my point.
Well, how deep is y'all? How this aren't authentic?
All right, brother. All right, brother.
Or
Let me break it down.
sound or not sound.
All right, brother. It says in the book that he's a so-called white man.
No, for sure.
No matter what version, what page, what color the book comes in.
Yeah.
You have to allow me to speak, brother.
Okay, now
With respect.
I ask one
That's all
question.
we asking for is
Well, how
respect.
deep does it come?
Can I get the respect, brother, to just talk and then you respond?
Brother, you read that thing? I'm just asking, well, how deep
All right.
it come from?
Reads it, I interpret it and break it down. Then you can respond, brother. Can we do that in order?
Yeah, we can do that, brother.
All right, brother. We respect you.
Commanding the
Right. Respect.
because I'm
We
saying
do respect
you
you.
read something. I'm asking a question.
Brother, you had disrespect. I'll show you like some respect.
Nah, brother, because I'm saying you read something. I'm asking, well, how deep?
Well, brother, it's a time and
Then
place
you
to speak. It's a time to speak.
all right,
You know,
brother.
in the out,
Brother.
when it
You gonna have your way.
it's not
Have
I
your
have
way.
my way, brother.
Hey, brother.
I'm an Israelite, man. Your God chosen people.
You believe that?
All Islam,
Let me tell you something.
Prophet Muhammad, it's all
You know what I am?
and lies, brother.
You know what I know what I am, brother? I know I'm a human being.
What's your nationality? What's your nationality?
That,
What's your nationality?
brother, I had no idea.
You have no idea.
Oh,
So you've been following something for 40 years that didn't identify who
I'm
you
not
are.
an Arab. I'm not an Arab.
Right, but you're following the Arabic tradition. Heritage, brother.
Okay, and you
You gotta come out of
and
that.
you know what?
I'm an Israelite. I'm an Israelite.
And you're
I know I'm an
a
Israelite.
descendant of Israel.
I'm a descendant of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Straight up. And I know I am. Through the spirit, through the lineage, and through the
Right.
understanding that the
Let me
Most
tell you
High showed me.
When you
By
read
many
King James,
witnesses,
when
brother.
you read King
When did
James,
the Most High come to you by night?
when you
Open up your mind to visions. When did he give you understanding about books?
bro,
When did that book
That book
ever
right there.
foretell anything in the future?
who's the
None of
translator
these
of that book?
things ever happened, brother.
Who translated that book?
Brother, you're not sincere.
Who's the
If
translator
you're
of the book?
sincere, I'll
King
teach.
James.
Brother, you gotta sober up.
For sure.
You gotta sober up. You gotta be humble.
I heard that. I am very humble. But
brother,
who
you're not
translated this Bible? Who
You're not
translated this Bible?
Brother, if you can be quiet, I'll teach you.
I'm just asking
Brother, you're scoffing right now.
No, I'm not, bro.
Bro, scoff.
No, brother, no.
Chapter 9 and verse 8. If you can just listen, brother, I'll teach you. We'll break down everything if you have the patience to be able to hear it.
I'll tell you what.
Bring it up.
I'll tell you what.
Proverbs 9 and 8. Reprove not a scorner,
So the Lord says for us to not correct you, right? Reprove not a scorner,
lest he hate thee.
and you'll hate us for showing you love.
Oh, bro.
They correcting us. Read on.
Rebuke a wise man, and he will love thee.
So if you rebuke a wise man, he'll love you.
All right, check this out.
So if I'm eating poison and you tell me not to, brother, you keep touching me, brother. I'm just saying.
Bro,
Just saying.
bro, that was disrespectful.
Just back up, brother.
That was disrespectful.
Well, brother, you
that
just disrespect the whole time.
That was disrespectful.
Right, read on.
Reading on. Give instruction to a wise man,
Give instruction to a wise man,
and he will be yet wise.
so he gonna be a nigga in the streets.
And he will be yet wise.
The Lord said that he will be yet wiser, man.
Right.
And you will be wise if you would have hearkened.
I was still in this narrative.
But you're out of order, brother.
Push my hand.
You're out of order, brother. 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 That has nothing to do with anything. Give me the book of Sirach.
When you trip, push my hand. You know, some disrespectful. It had everything to do with.
Chapter 42.
But I'll tell you guys.
Give me the book of Galatians. Give me the book of Galatians, chapter 4, man. And verse 22. Bring that up.
Sirach 42 and 8. Be not ashamed to inform the unwise.
Are you being old enough to be my grandfather has nothing to do with anything? That don't mean I'm gonna let somebody come into the church, outrage, drunk, over talking the words of God, and make an utter fool about him, man. That brother was humble. We would have broke it all the way down. Brothers have extensive notes and study on these very topics to bring out these cuts to be able to edify brothers like that, man. That's actually sincere. Or if you don't,
And foolish in the extreme age.
right, it don't matter if you extremely old, man. You supposed to let a man that's in his 80s smoke crack and blow it in our faces, man, on the Day of Atonement? Right, read.
That contendeth with those that are young.
Right, to contend means to go back and forth, to fight, man, with those that are young. See, that has nothing to do with anything. Right, you can rush right there. Bring that out.
Galatians 4 and 22, and it reads, for it is written that Abraham had 2 sons.
See, Abraham had 2 sons. Are you actually going into it, man? Right, read.
The one by a bondmaid,
The one by a bondmaid. Now, again, go to the book of Genesis, chapter 16, and verse 1. You got a point? All right, bring it up.
this is
Sinet, I don't know how to pronounce this. I'm just reading. It says, when will the hour be? He said, the one being asked about it does not know more than the one who was asking. So they asked him a prophecy. He said he don't know. Then it says, read that again. It says, when will the hour be? All right, brother. How you doing?
How you doing?
All praise to the Most High.
Going on? How y'all, bro?
Doing
How
well.
you, I came, man. How can I help you?
All praise to the Most High. We came out here just to teach you, right? And let you know that you're special and you're chosen according to the Bible. Fact. And that we're not just anybody in black men, but we're Israelites according to the Bible. Okay. Now, when you actually go inside of this book, a lot of people think that it's written for all mankind and written by a white man. But those are lies that our oppressors told us to keep us away from the Bible, which is actually our heritage. Let me show you something in the book of Deuteronomy. Go to Deuteronomy 28, verse 15. Deuteronomy in the Bible, brother. All praise to the Most High. Bring it up. Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Now, this is Moses speaking to the Israelites. Right, read. But it shall come to pass. It shall happen. It's a prophecy. If thou will not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, if the children of Israel don't listen to the Most High, to observe, to do all his commandments, to keep every last one of his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day. What's going to happen to the children of Israel for not keeping God's commandments? That all these curses, not in the Bible, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Now, as a race of people, not an individual, because you can have money, you can be well off, you can be rich, but as a nation, how do we live, brother? Blessed or cursed? Think about how we live, brother. Wow. And think about the other nations and the things they have.
Depends on how you look at it. I live. Sometimes I think we live poor. I know I'm blessed. I ain't got to worry about that. That's a gift. But I think we cursed as a people because of this right here. And they know how powerful we are when they just look at us. We ain't really got to do shit. When we show up, when they fear us because of what we are. When we show up, they get scared. That's why they change
Touch
stuff.
that real quick.
You understand what I'm
Right.
saying?
You got the Sudanese,
Right.
the Eritreans,
True.
the Ethiopians,
Right.
the Egyptians.
Fact.
You got all of them, they're darker than you. So it can't just be about skin.
It is.
It's a bloodline, brother. You got East Indians that are darker than both of us.
But
So it's not a skin complexion. Let me show you something.
because I got hit you with this before I run.
How you gonna run when
Because I got to go somewhere home. I can't just stay here. I would love to, but I can't.
Well, can you hold your peace till I bring this out?
It depends on
You got a little time.
how much of my time.
1 minute, brother. Just 1 minute. Let me get 1 minute real fast.
Go higher.
Hurry up. All right, let's go to 68.
Verse 68. It says, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
The Lord shall bring the Israelites, which are the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, into slavery. The same way he did in the Egyptian time, but this way is going to be by ships. And that's written prophetically in the Bible.
Is this doing? Is this before or after?
This is after this.
So this is after, right?
Right. Moses prophesied this, and it literally came to pass. We're going to read.
Right.
Up.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again
To slavery again.
with ships.
How we get to America?
With ships.
With ships. Read.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee,
The same way he spoke it to you.
thou shalt see it no more again.
And we never seen our homeland no more again.
And there,
And in America,
ye shall be sold.
ye shall be what?
Ye shall be sold
Ye shall be sold.
unto your enemies.
What's the so-called white man?
Unto your enemies.
It's your enemy.
I got it.
For bondmen
Slave man.
and bondwomen,
Slave woman.
and no man shall buy you.
Nobody redeemed us in America. We're still here captives. So when we read this book, all the way from the law to the time we living in now, brother, we can understand that we are the Israelites. Because that prophecy fits us.
Right.
Amongst other prophecies.
I get you. I got all that. I understand.
Which should be according to the Bible, brother. You will be an Israelite.
For sure.
As an Israelite, you have commandments you have to keep.
All right. I know that.
But what commandments do you got to keep, bro? I think it get deep, bro.
I gotta go.
You really got to go, brother.
I do.
All right, brother, take a flyer.
I was raised from this book.
All praise to the Most High. Now you have to be taught according
And
to
I-
as it is written. The truth.
So my mom was a minister of the book like yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So everything you saying, I understand, and it's true. So I'm with you. I ain't against you.
Brother, you live in Baltimore?
I can stand here and talk to you all day because I like what come out your mouth. So I'm with you.
You live in Baltimore, brother?
That's why I came back, because it's respect.
All praise to the Most High.
That's why I came back. So I'll be back.
Live
Come on.
on here somewhere?
Yeah, live in
All right, if you ever see us again, brother, the time,
I will.
come out here.
I will.
Come out here again and see us. Talk.
Okay, so you mind if I put this on my podcast?
On there, brother. We love that.
It's about 1,700 blocks.
Okay.
So every time I run my podcast, I'm gonna make sure I put this out there.
All praise to the Most High. Love, respect.
My Facebook is Robert L. Purnell. If you go on my Facebook page, when I do my podcast, you'll hear me talk about it. So what I'll do is I'll talk about y'all. I let them know where y'all at. I tell them come down here and talk to y'all, get some knowledge. I'm gonna put this on my desk.
All praise to the
All right.
Most High.
So whenever you see my podcast, 1,700 blocks, you gonna see or promote y'all. All right.
Look into it though, brother.
I will.
Look
I
into
will.
it.
I will.
All of the information of the videos right on the back.
You ain't just want to. You ain't just doing this because you don't got nothing else to do. Y'all got a passion for this, and it's a
Love our people.
It's a difference when we come outside with a passion, when we come outside playing. So I appreciate y'all because y'all honest and serious about what y'all doing. And y'all trying to teach people, those that don't understand, they not gonna really listen. They don't really got time. So I come back because I like knowledge.
All praise to the
I
Most High.
can't get enough knowledge. So because I like knowledge and because I believe in this skin right here, this skin, I believe in this skin and everything this skin brings. So now I'm forever dedicated to your wisdom and knowledge. That's what you're gonna bring to me. I can't get it by myself. Gotta get it through y'all because y'all study it. I don't go, brother.
All praise to the Most High. Well
Appreciate
spoken.
y'all. Y'all be good.
We see you again, brother.
I will. You
All right,
will.
all willing. All praise to the Most High. Go back to Galatians. So our people have zero time for the Lord. Zero time for the Lord. No patience. Bring that out. Our people are drunk. They're confused. They sick. They on drugs. They love folly and evil more than truth and righteousness. Bring that out.
Galatians 4:22, and it reads, "For it is written that Abraham had two sons,
Right, Abraham had two sons. Right, read.
the one by a bondmaid, the other by free woman."
Right, and everybody wants to defend the Arab, man. The Lord said he's a wild man. Right, give me that in the book of Genesis 16 and 12. How would you trust a wild man? How you doing, sister? You got a minute to hear the words of God?
I know what you're saying, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're
All right, what's your nationality? What's your race, sister?
Hey, I don't really know.
You say you don't have one?
My ancestors are all gone. They didn't even tell us nothing. So,
All right, well, can I show y'all something real fast before y'all leave?
I love the Lord. I love God, so I don't like to be, misled. So when that time comes for me, when I exit this world forever, stand before judgment.
So you'll be fully okay with being judged before the Lord, not hearing his servants, the prophets, right now.
God, you judging me right now because I just got to hear what you say.
I haven't judged you at all.
You don't have to say it.
All right, sister. Take a fly, sister. Take a fly. Look into it. Look into it, sister. Can I read one commandment? Just one. All right, sister. Okay. There's one commandment. So-called flesh woman is going to die a grievous death, bro. A grievous death, bro. Give me the book of 2nd Esdras, 15 and verse 33. Right? So-called black woman, for her freedom, their whoredom, right? And all of the wickedness that they bring, the Lord is going to judge them severely. Bring that up.
2nd Ezra, chapter 15, and verse 33. It says,
It's like 16.
16, chapter 16, and verse 33. The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegroom.
See, the Lord said in the day of evil, all of the virgins, the young maids, the women, they're going to mourn having no bridegroom, meaning a man to protect them, a man to lead them and guide them according to wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Give me the book of Isaiah, chapter 33 and verse 1. And everybody's going to wish they had a man of God to lead them in those days. I read that again.
The virgins shall mourn, having no bridegroom.
Having no type of bridegroom.
Read, the woman shall mourn.
Read it again.
The woman shall mourn.
Chasing a woman.
The woman shall mourn.
The Lord said all of these women, they're going to be in a mourning like a state. Read.
having no husbands.
having no type of husband, no help, no financial, right? No strength, no guidance, no wisdom, no prophecy. Sister, you got a minute to hear the words of God, sister? Sister, you got a minute to hear the words of God?
I already know that. What's up, but
All right, what's your nationality?
what you said
What's your race?
from Bolivia.
From Bolivia. Okay. All praise to the Most High. You would be from Asher according to the Bible, which is a tribe in Israel, right? You got 2 minutes to hear the words of God. All praise to the Most High. Clap it up for the sister. All praise to the Most High. You said you don't understand?
No, could you repeat that again?
I said all praise to the Most High. You got a second to hear the words of God. And I'm going to show you something that happened in the Bible, right? Give me the book of Jeremiah, 17 and verse 4. Now, if we saying something you don't understand, just say, hold on, and we'll break it down slow. You understand English?
I understand. I don't believe what the Bible say.
Okay. I'm going to show you something.
Okay.
Bring it up.
This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17 and verse 4. And thou, even thyself,
And thou, even the Israelites,
shall discontinue from thine heritage.
where does it say Bolivia in the Bible?
Okay, I know the
And-
Bible
and-
don't say
right?
countries.
Exactly.
Okay.
That lets us know that we're called after American things, South Asian things, South American things. We're named by our oppressors. And names and regions and lands change over time by man. Man never called you. It's like the Most High never called you Bolivia. Right. It's not in the Bible.
I absolutely know that.
Okay, well, praise the
Yeah,
Most
the
High. You gotta start right
It
there.
just say different countries.
Exactly.
I don't know my
So it not saying that, you have to ask yourself, okay, well, 3,000 years ago, 2,000 years ago, what did God call it? Before this was even invented and spoken, what can I go back to for my people? That's a question you want to know, right? What did God call it? See, God said that his people would discontinue from their heritage. Now, you would be from Israel, but do you know what tribe you come from? The nation, your heritage, your people? You may not understand that or know that. Right, read that again.
Reading again. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine
You
heritage
discontinue from who you are.
that I gave thee, and I will cause thee to serve thine enemies in the land which thou knowest not.
In the land that thou knowest not.
For yea, have kindled a fire in mine anger, which shall burn forever.
So the Lord said that his people would discontinue from their heritage. What's your heritage, sister?
What did you say?
What's your heritage according to the Bible? What do we have? See, our heritage is to keep the laws of God, to keep the commandments of God as an Israelite. Right. So it was prophesied that our people would disconnect from what God called us and who we actually are. Now, do you keep any commandments?
Yeah, of course. Today it's a Sabbath day, you know?
Okay, all praise to the Most High. What you doing out here?
I just getting ready to celebrate the Sabbath day.
Getting ready to celebrate the Sabbath day?
Yeah.
Out here?
Um,
You said what?
I know.
At your home? Okay. So you know about the Sabbath day.
I absolutely.
You know you can't work. You know you can't work.
Absolutely.
No serve hour. That's good. All praise to the Most High. But what else do you have to do?
Um, okay.
Give me 1 Corinthians 11 and verse 3.
I don't have that.
I'm gonna show you some things, sister. I'm gonna give you 3 commandments. Look at this. Wicked.
Yeah, right.
Look at this, man. Get turn the camera.
Yeah.
How you doing, brother? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing well.
All praise to the Most High. You see yourself on the sign?
Yeah.
Where you at?
What is
Where you see yourself?
No, we're not there.
What's your race?
Huh?
What's your race?
Ecuador.
Ecuador. Where you are?
Not there.
That's
They jumped at county body.
But you are
Where you from?
up there, Uruguay. You are, brother. Go on there, brother. Look, right here. Now, you being on there, brother. That spans from different lands. Now, were your people in slavery? Were your land stolen from by
Sorry?
colonizers? Were
Yeah.
your people in
So
slavery?
we are colonized for the Spanish.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's a curse that happened to our people in the Bible. Don't you know that your history is in the Bible, brother?
That's right.
Did you know that?
That depends what type of Bible you read. That's
Okay, I'm reading King James Bible.
King James Bible.
Yes,
Okay,
King James
the
Bible.
same one.
All praise to the Most High. Now, do you know about the Israelites, brother?
I'm sorry.
Do you know about the Israelites?
Yeah.
Okay, who are the Israelites?
The Israelites. Yeah, they are the Israelites. They are the tower of God.
The Tower of God?
Yeah.
Don't you know that you are part of that tower, brother?
That's right.
I'm sorry.
You are those people.
Yeah.
We are those people.
That's right.
We are the chosen people of God,
Yeah.
the Israelites.
Yeah, that's the reason, God comes, the Son of God comes supposed to be this town, but they don't believe in it. That's the reason He choose everybody.
Well, before we dive into that, I'm going to show you that real fast in the Bible. That we God's chosen people. Like, go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and start at verse 16. You speak better Spanish or better English?
Spanish.
Better Spanish?
You're reading Spanish? No, it's okay. You can do it in English. It's okay.
Which one would you prefer? What's better?
Do it
Spanish?
do it Spanish, okay.
God. So, entonces, el hermano aquí está diciendo que, right, nuestra gente, right, los latinos, right, la historia de nuestra gente es la Biblia, right, es la Biblia, right, somos los israelitas, right. Ustedes han escuchado de los israelitas. ¿Quién son los israelitas? ¿Quién son?
Descendencia de Abraham.
Descendencia de Abraham. Usted conoce que nuestra gente somos los descendientes de Abraham, los latinos. ¿Usted está viendo?
Dios escogió a Abraham.
Dime otra vez.
Dios escogió a Abraham.
Exacto. Exacto.
Y de Abraham vienen las 12 tribus de Israel.
Correcto.
Ok. Entonces están ahí las 12 tribus de Israel.
Las tribus de Israel hoy en día.
Pero cuando Jesús vino
Ajá.
a morir en la cruz, ¿verdad?
Correcto.
Murió. Él vino, dice, por su pueblo, por Israel.
Por Israel.
Pero Israel, ¿ustedes saben qué pasó?
Sí.
No los aceptaron porque dijo
Sí
que
aceptaron.
ellos, no, por eso lo mataron.
Vamos a leerlo en la Biblia,
Por eso lo mataron.
en el Nuevo Testamento, ¿correcto?
Ajá.
Entonces, habían algunos que no se aceptaron, pero no todos.
Así es.
Algunos, right?
Sí.
No,
San Juan.
San Juan.
Once.
God.
Aló soy yo de no. Y los soy yo no le recibió.
San Juan, capítulo 1 y 11. A los suyos
Vino
vino
y los
y los suyos
no
no le recibieron, right? Porque habían algunos que no podían entender que él fue el, ¿cómo se dice? El Salvador para morir para
sí.
su gente, los israelitas.
Sí.
Él morí solo para los israelitas, nadie más.
Ujú.
Siguiendo, más a todos los que recibieron, a los que creen en su nombre, les dio potestad de ser hechos hijos de Dios. ¿Y usted sabe qué significa eso?
A los que aceptamos a Jesús en nuestro corazón, que recibimos a Jesús en nuestro corazón. Por eso dice, a todos aquellos que creen les dio potestad de ser hechos hijos de Dios.
Y
Entonces,
ok.
como, exacto, no eran todos los israelitas los que no le recibieron.
Right. No eran todos.
Mira, por eso dice que ¿a quién escogió? Escogió a Saulo de Tarso, ¿verdad?
¿Escogió a quién?
Tarso,
¿Tarso?
Saulo.
Pablo. Sí.
Entonces, él fue el que llevó el evangelio a todos los gentiles.
Los gentiles,
predicar.
pero ¿quién son los gentiles?
Somos
Los gentiles son los, ustedes necesitan saber quién son los gentiles, porque los gentiles no son todos, no son los chinos, no son los indios, son los israelitas, right? Ustedes conocen la historia de los israelitas en la Biblia, que pasó con el Imperio Norte, porque con el pueblo de Israel habían dos imperios, right? El Imperio Norte y el Imperio Sur. el imperio norte serían hoy en día serían los tal dicho latinos y los tal dicho nativoamericanos. El imperio sur serían los afroamericanos o los morenos, right? Entonces, right, el imperio norte, ellos pararon de seguir a nuestro Dios. Ellos se sirvieron ídolos, right? Sirvieron dioses falsos, right? Y ellos se pararon de seguir a su Dios, que es el Dios de Israel, right? Y podemos leer eso en la Biblia. Of 1 Corinthians 12, verse 2, right? Y en este versículo aquí vamos a leer de los gentiles y qué fueron haciendo, right? Porque ellos fueron el imperio del norte, israelitas que se pararon de seguir a su Dios y entonces empezó a seguir, right, a las maneras de las naciones alrededor de ellos, right? Hosea chapter 8, right? Vamos a leer muy rápido.
Gentiles, o sea, está clasificado en dos: el pueblo de Dios y los gentiles.
Okay. Sí, hay dos
Que
tipos de gentiles.
su pueblo.
Por su pueblo.
Sí, pero el pueblo dice, como dijo, como tú leíste, no le recibieron.
Sí.
Entonces, él, ¿qué dijo? Les dio potestad a todos los que en él creen.
Pero ahí, en ese contexto. Okay.
Entonces está hablando de los gentiles. Por eso Pablo fue llamado para él llevar el evangelio. ¿A qué habla todos los gentiles? Todo, Pablo, ¿tú sabes dónde recorrió Pablo? Pablo recorrió todo, o sea, es una magnitud tremenda donde Pablo recorrió predicando el evangelio.
Okay.
Tú lees todos los evangelios, están en
No.
Entonces, él fue predicando para que la gente conociera de Jesús.
Exacto, pero
Y el que, o sea, pero ahí va.
Pero-
Es igual que aquí.
podemos estar muy rápido la Biblia que se explica que los gentiles en el Nuevo Testamento que recibió a Jesús fueron israelitas, right? Hosea,
The book of Hosea 8:8
dice,
Cuando será Israel, pronto será entre las naciones como vacía, que no se estima.
right? Este es el libro de Hosea, capítulo 8 y versículo número 8 y dice, devorado será Israel, pronto será entre las naciones como vasija que no se estima, right? Porque los israelitas, right, ellos fueron mezclados con los gentiles, right, de las otras naciones, right, porque Dios,
Porque fueron
esparcidos por todo la planeta, right, y los diferentes lugares que Pablo, right, se fue para evangelizar, right, a los gentiles fueron los diferentes lugares donde los israelitas fueron esparcidos, right? Y podemos buscar eso muy rápido. Acts chapter 11, verse 18.
Mira,
En el libro de Hechos.
Sí, yo tengo, mi esposo no tiene mucho conocimiento. Yo tengo
Okay.
ya bastante conocimiento de la palabra. Llevamos más de 20 años en el camino de Jesús.
Y muy rápido, puedo preguntar algo muy rápido. En el camino de Jesús, ¿cómo ustedes siguen a Jesús? ¿Cómo siguen a Jesús?
De acuerdo a la palabra.
En acuerdo a la palabra. Entonces, ustedes se obedecen que Jesús ha mandado a nuestra gente. Entonces, obedecen la mensaje que Jesús se
Ha
ordenado.
Ajá.
¿Y qué son las cosas que él ha ordenado?
Lo que él dijo cuando antes de ascender al cielo, le dijo, id y hacer discípulos a todas las naciones.
Donde los israelitas, okay.
No, él dice, id y hacer discípulos a todas las
Toda-
naciones.
okay.
Sí, especifica, enseñándoles que se predique este evangelio.
Right, exacto. Y no, yo estoy en acuerdo con usted, pero nuestra gente necesita saber qué significa todas estas naciones, porque todas esas naciones no está hablando de todo el mundo, right? Dios tiene solo un gente, right? No tiene más de una gente, right? Cuando lees la Biblia, right, Dios dije que él tiene solo un pueblo escogido. Jesús murió solo para un pueblo y eso está declarado en el Nuevo Testamento, right? Que usted está diciendo con todas las naciones, usted no entiende que somos en todas las naciones. Tenemos morenos nativos americanos y
Ahí está todo.
estamos en China, right? Estamos en India, estamos en todos los lugares.
Exacto.
Y muy rápido. Okay.
Mira,
Ah.
para,
Voy a-
para hacerte corto, aquí Jesús murió por aquel que le recibe.
Exacto.
Para él murió. El que no quiere recibir,
Pero hay solo una gente que puede recibirlo. Él no murió porque él murió para los que fueran en el testamento pasado, right? Los que tenían los mandamientos. Los mandamientos fue ordenado para todos, solo para una gente,
para todo.
no para todo. Give me Leviticus chapter. Deuteronomy 29.
Por eso dice, mira, versículo.
Tenemos
dice
que
este
al
evangelio,
principio.
este evangelio será predicado, donde dice, solamente en una parte del mundo, para que Jesucristo viene a otra vez.
Dime otra vez. Claro que sí, claro que sí. Para su gente.
Él viene, o sea, dice,
Para liberar a nuestra gente que está en esclavitud.
para que Él venga, tiene que ser predicando el evangelio a todas las naciones. ¿Para qué?
De nuestra gente.
Todo el mundo,
De
para que
nuestra
no haya
gente.
pretexto.
El hombre gringo,
Un día es
hermana, el hombre gringo no puede ser salvado. ¿Qué hizo el hombre gringo contra el pueblo de Dios? Ellos mataron a su gente. Ustedes ecuatorianas, ¿sí? Ustedes son ecuatorianas, right?
Ecuatoriano.
Ecuatorianos,
Yeah.
right? ¿Qué hicieron los españoles contra los ecuatorianos, contra los israelitas que se leen la Biblia? ¿Qué hicieron a su gente?
Mira, te voy a decir.
¿Cómo puede ser salvado?
Cristo vino a dar su vida
Para
el
su
Calvario,
gente.
para todo aquel que él
Eso.
cree, para todo
Pero
aquel
eso
que
es lo que dice la
y
palabra.
dice al
¿Puedes mostrar?
fíjate,
Ok.
al judío primeramente y también al griego. ¿Qué significa
¿Qué son los griegos?
los griegos? ¿Quiénes son los griegos?
Usted está tratando de decir que los griegos son el hombre blanco.
Yo no sé si son
Los
blancos.
griegos son israelitas. Usted no sabe la historia de nuestra gente ahí en griego.
Solamente mira, hay una cosa. Nosotros vamos a ir frente al juez que es Jesús, que es Dios, en el día final,
Exacto.
¿no es cierto?
Estamos familiares con eso.
Ok. Y cuando Él nos va a preguntar,
Ujú.
nosotros vivimos de acuerdo a la Biblia,
Exacto.
Él nos va a preguntar, ¿qué eres tú? ¿Eres blanco?
Sí.
¿Eres
Sí, eso es lo que dice la Biblia.
solamente va a
Eso es lo que
preguntar,
dice la Biblia.
ok, y sí,
Puedes
ok, ¿dónde dice? A ver, que solamente va a preguntar.
bring it up. Vamos a leer palabras de Dios. No vamos a hablar,
Y entonces,
no vamos a hablar de nuestro corazón. Vamos a leer las palabras de Dios. Okay?
no, ¿dónde está?
El libro de Hechos, capítulo 5, versículo 29.
Hechos 20, slide.
5:29.
Hechos 5 29. Respondieron Pedro y los pastores que Ron es necesario obedeció a Dios antes que a los hombres.
Tenemos que obedecer a Dios antes que los hombres, ¿correcto? Vamos a continuar.
El Dios de nuestros padres
¿De quién, padres?
abierto a
De
Jesús.
nuestros padres. ¿Quiénes son nuestros padres?
Right.
Padres de los israelitas, right? Abraham, right? Continúa.
La punto. A Jesús, a quien vosotros
Nosotros, right? Right.
matasteis dándole en un madero.
Right.
A este
A este,
Dios ha
¿está siguiendo?
exaltado
Ok. Cantado, right?
con su diestra por principal y
Right.
y servidor para dar a Israel,
¿Para dar a quién?
para dar a Israel
Dice a Israel. Continúa.
Arrepentimiento.
Arrepentimiento, right?
y perdón de pescados.
Entonces,
Right.
la Biblia dice que él solo murió para los israelitas y hay un montón de diferentes preceptos ahí en la Biblia que está escrito que se dice eso, right? No solo hay uno. Pero ustedes no entienden que cuando dicen naciones, otra vez, no están hablando de todo el mundo. Ustedes saben que hay juicios que están escritos en la Biblia que no se han pasado contra las naciones que han sido todo esto a nuestra gente.
En una familia, el papá es cristiano, la mamá es cristiana, pero hay un hijo que no quiere a Dios, no quiere a Jesús, no quiere nada. ¿Tú crees que ese hijo será salvo?
No creen.
Son de la misma familia.
En la Biblia dice que los hijos, los padres no han, los hijos
No
se
salva-
van a sufrir para sus pecados.
Mira, el hijo no salvará al padre, el padre no salvará al hijo, la madre al hijo.
Exacto.
Entonces, la salvación es individual.
Sin individual.
Puede ser individual, es personal. Ya. Ok, por eso te digo, en una familia, tú y tu esposa son cristianos, tienen 5 hijos, los 4 aceptan a Jesús y el 1 no acepta.
Okay.
Pero por el hecho de que son, tú dices, pertenecen a alguna de estas tribus para ser salvos, sin aceptar a Jesús. Porque dice, todo aquel que en él cree será salvo y el que no lo cree será condenado.
Okay. Todo quien cree, right? Quien lo cree.
Entonces, están en la familia. Por eso te digo, están en una misma familia, de tu misma sangre.
Sí.
Pero el uno no quiere a Jesús. No quiere.
Exacto.
Es rebelde. Entonces, ¿va a ser salvo él?
Si es rebelde, no. Pero eso.
Es que sea de tu propia familia.
Exacto.
Entonces, ¿a qué vamos? El final del discurso, perdón,
Okay.
porque ya te dimos tiempo. Al final del discurso, el que cree en él será salvo. Y el que no, la Biblia lo dice. Y el que no, eso,
¿Puedes mostrarme un versículo ahí?
espérate,
Muéstrame
puede
un
ser
versículo.
judío, puede ser judío.
Muéstrame. Entonces, usted no está de acuerdo con ese precepto que hemos traído en Hechos capítulo 5.
Mira, no hay que sacar,
Dijo a Israel.
mira, no hay que sacar la palabra de Dios, hay que sacarle del contexto, tenemos que verlo todo. No solamente vas a tener un versículo, hay que leer
Pero
todo.
¿Es Dios un autor de confusión?
Mira, Jesucristo vino y murió por todo.
No, dice la Biblia.
Ahora, eso te digo. Ahora, el que no quiere, él no obliga a nadie. Él es un Dios. Mira, estamos viviendo en tiempo de gracia. Y ahorita nadie viene y dice, te mato si no crees en Jesús. No hay nadie.
Pero,
aquí todavía.
¿y ustedes creen en Jesús?
Exacto.
¿Y cómo siguen a sus mandamientos? ¿Cómo obedecen a Jesús?
La palabra, son los 10 mandamientos.
Entonces, hoy en día, ustedes están manteniendo el sábado.
No,
¿Dónde
¿Por
está?
qué?
we only want to take that without. So that was in the Old Testament.
¿Es en el Old Testament?
Yes.
Give me the-
Ok,
Yeah.
tú hablas del sábado. Ahora vamos a decir, porque vamos a ir, vamos a ir.
If you have to say this Saturday, or that Saturday, you have to follow the rules.
De
Follow the rules.
de lavarse.
No, es posible. Es posible.
That's the
Es
reason.
posible. Eso es lo que dice la Biblia.
No,
Pero
Ustedes no leen la Biblia.
no lo hacen.
no,
¿Qué hacen?
That's-
that's the
San Lucas 1:5. Hubo en los días de
Hubo en los días de los Herodes, rey de Judea, un sacerdote llamado Zacarías. Right? Él fue israelita, right? De la casa de Abayas, right? Él es un levita, right? Y dice, su mujer era de las hijas de Aarón y se llamaba Elizabeth. Ambos eran justos delante de Dios y andaban irreprensibles en todos los mandamientos y ordenanzas del Señor. Todos los mandamientos. No es imposible. No que se hagan.
Mandamientos, no reglas. Una cosa es regla y otra es los mandamientos. ¿Me entiendes? Ahora, vienen y hablan, hay que guardar el sábado. Ok, están guardando. Dan las primicias, todo lo que hicieron en el Antiguo Testamento. O sea, es imposible, es
no-
imposible.
Ambos leí, ustedes no creen en Dios entonces.
No.
¿Qué dice la Biblia? ¿Qué hemos leído aquí?
O sea, mira, Jesús vino para todo aquel que en él cree. El que no cree, da
Sí tenemos que creer, tenemos que tener fe, pero también tienes que seguir, hermano.
suyo para decir, va a salvar solo a ellos, a los negros o a de ese color, no.
Eso es que dice la Biblia.
Aquel que recibe a
Ustedes,
Jesús.
voy a decir algo a ustedes. Ustedes creen, no creen en la Biblia. Ustedes creen en cristianidad, right? Que los españoles han enviado a su gente. Sí. ¿Por qué ustedes se llaman ecuatorianos? ¿De qué viene ese nombre ecuatoriano?
Porque las
Viene de los españoles que mataron a su gente. Y estás creando en su religión aquí, right?
¿Y qué punto?
Están creyendo en Jesús blanco que no dice la Biblia. Están
No.
creciendo en doctrina de los romanos católicos.
No pongas,
Eso es lo que dice
mira,
la Biblia.
no pongas palabras en mi boca.
La
que
Biblia
yo
dice que
hablo.
tienes que seguir los mandamientos
Escúchame.
y tener fe en su Hijo
No
para ser
pongas
salvado.
palabras en mi boca que yo no hablo.
Pero eso es que usted está enseñando la cristianidad.
Haciendo es racismo.
Sí, es racista. Dios es racista. Dios es racista.
Estás en contra de la palabra.
Dios es racista.
Dios es un racista.
Si tú no quieres repetir y seguir los mandamientos,
En el nombre
van a ser destruidos aquí con sus opresores, right? Y eso es que es, right?
God bless you, bro. God bless
Tienes que repetir y mantener los mandamientos. No es juego, no es juego. Right? Somos los israelitas, man. Usted es el hombre en la casa, right? Entonces, usted tiene que ser el hombre para enseñar a su familia. If they don't want to listen, no, they can't, they too stiff that, right? Repentir, right? I try to tell them repent, but Jake, they want to come with these different these doctrines and Christianity, the same thing that Jake be coming with in English. Jesus died for everybody. You know what I'm saying? And the Lord, he's coming to save the Gentiles, and all these different things. But that's not what the scriptures say. Right? Are we bringing it out the Bible that the Lord said that He only came for Israel, right? And they don't want to, hearken to the word, right? They want to continue to believe in their imagination that the Lord is coming to save everybody, man. But it's only so far that that's going to get them. You know what I'm saying? I tried to, break it down to them. They said that they're followers of the Lord, right? But at the same time, they said that you can't keep the law, right? That's contradictory. If the Lord died for your sins, right, for you to stay out of sin, why are you continuing in sin? You know what I'm saying? So those people, they're in a strong delusion, and that's what the scriptures say, right? That the Lord, you got these people to believe a lie. Give me that real quick. 2 Thessalonians, right? I'm just get this last precept. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, and I want to say you can start at verse 10. Right? Because, they may think that, what we're out here doing is, racist, is careless, and that, we're false prophets, but, ultimately they're coming against the Lord. It's all said and done, right?
Point. All right, start at 10. Start at 10.
12, like you got 12.
2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 12. That they all might be damned who believe
Right.
not the truth,
Right.
and have pleasure in unrighteousness.
Right. So, those who don't believe the truth, those who have pleasure in unrighteousness in the ways of America, in the ways that we were taught, right, that the Lord didn't teach us, the Lord said that they're going to be damned. You know what I'm saying? So that's what it's going to be at the end of the day, right? You give me Revelations 22 and verse number, you start at 12, right? Because she spoke a lot about, in the day of judgment, right? She tried to point out the fact that, the Lord, he doesn't judge, a kid for the sins of their fathers, right? He judges everybody individually. Yeah, that's true, but she tried to use that point to say that, even amongst our own people, if you got somebody in your family that doesn't believe, they're going to be destroyed. So she tried to use that as a point to say that, with that person not believing and they're being destroyed, how much more, somebody that believes that's of another nation. So she tried to use that to justify the other nations being saved. But, that's father because, the Lord never, dealt with the other nations to begin with, man. But, our people, again, they don't want to listen, right?
Revelation 22:12. Revelation chapter 22, verse 12. And behold, I come quick.
Lord's coming what?
Behold, I come quick.
Right?
And my reward is with me.
Right?
To give every man according as his work shall be.
Right. So the Lord is going to come back to give every man according to his work shall be. She spoke of judgment day, right? And on judgment day, the Lord is going to reward you accordingly. What are you being judged off for, right? If you're being judged, right, there's some kind of criteria, right, that has to, be fulfilled, right? It's going to go on to detail the rest, right?
Verse 13. I am Alpha and Omega.
I am what?
I am Alpha and Omega.
Right?
The beginning and the end.
Right?
The last and the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments.
Blessed are they that do what?
Blessed are they that do his commandments.
So the commandments are done away with.
Blessed are they that do his commandments.
Right?
That they might have right to the tree of life
and that enters, like it, and may enter, and through the gates of the city.
Right? And not to mention, on top of that, kingdom has 12 gates, right? So, I mean, it's just so many different loopholes and, holes in the religion that doesn't make any sense. And I actually want to continue to read on that too, right? Because it's going to list, right, who's not going to get the kingdom, right? And what you're going to kind of find out is that everybody that's listed, right, are the ones that don't keep the commandments, right?
For without are dogs.
Without or what?
For without are dogs.
So off rip, first thing that the Lord mentioned was that what? The other nations, right? They're not going to have any part in the kingdom, right?
And sorcerers.
And who?
And sorcerers.
Right? People that practice witchcraft, right? People that, work in magic, work in tarot cards, and people that's into zodiac signs and all those different types of things, right? They're not going to get the kingdom of heaven, right?
And whoremongers.
And what?
And whoremongers.
Right? If you're a whore, the Lord said you can't get the kingdom of heaven, right? See what?
And murderers.
A who?
And murderers.
Right? Men that are murderers.
And idolaters.
People that worship false gods, people that worship white Jesus, people that want to follow Christianity and man rather than follow the Lord, right?
And whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
Whosoever what?
Whosoever loveth and maketh a lie.
And that's exactly what they're doing, man. They're loving a lie and they're cleaving unto it, But that's what, brothers are out here to do. We're out here to cast down the lies. And Lord willing, the Most High opens their eyes to be able to see these things. And then he may grant them, repentance to, obtain immortal life, right? Eternal life, right? Can you give me the book of 2 Timothy? 2, it said it verse number 16. And can you give me the slip of give me the book of I'm gonna say James, right? Chapter 2. Can you give me verse like James chapter 5. What's that? James.
Over here.
You can bring that up.
That's 2. That's 2 Timothy 2:26. It's the book of 2 Timothy chapter 2 and verse 16. But shun profane and vain babblings.
But do what?
But shun profane and vain babblings.
Right.
For they will increase unto more ungodliness.
And that's why, I kind of, grew impatient, right? Because they were just uttering vain babblings. It wasn't getting nowhere, right? At the end of the day, she was trying to teach me rather than me trying to, let her know the truth, and the Lord said to shun those things, right? See what?
And the word will eat as doeth a cracker, of whom is Hymenaeus and Philetus.
Right, and the word will eat you, right? If you really, brothers, we already know that Christianity is a lie and, it has no basis, in scripture, but, somebody that's unlearned, those things can eat them. Those things can turn them away, right? Somebody that's genuinely, trying to learn and gain understanding, if they hear that, people bugging up against the word while you're trying to teach, then, they may start to, try to listen and harp on those points that they're making, and turn away somebody from hearing the word, right? That's a big deal, right? Who
concerning the truth have erred,
right?
Saying the resurrection is past already, and overthrow the faith of some.
Right? See what?
Nevertheless, the foundation of God standeth sure, having the seal, the Lord knoweth them that are his, and let every one that nameth the name of Yahushua Mashiach depart from iniquity.
Right, and that's the point. The Lord, he knows who is his, right? At the end of the day, the Lord's sheep are going to hear his voice, right? Right, but also, man, if you want to even name the name of the Lord out your mouth, the Lord said you got to depart from iniquity. So it's multiple things, that argue that we have to keep the laws, right? Continue on.
But in a great house, there are not only vessels of gold and of silver, but also of wood and of earth.
Right.
And some to honor, and some to dishonor.
Right.
If any man therefore purge himself from these, he shall be a vessel unto honor.
Right.
Sanctified in meat for the master's use, and prepared unto every good work.
Right, and that's how it is, man, when you hearken and you obey the Lord, right? Continue on.
Flee also youthful lust.
Do what?
Flee also youthful lust.
Right, so upon coming into this knowledge, you have to flee the things, right, that you used to do in your lust, right, that wasn't in accordance with the Lord, right?
But follow righteousness.
But follow what?
But follow righteousness.
Right, we have to follow righteousness. The scriptures, time after time again, explicitly state that we have to follow righteousness. Familia, right? Estamos aquí enseñando a nuestra gente en la Biblia. Ustedes, una latina, escucha la palabra muy rápido. ¿Creen en Dios? ¿No creen en Dios? Entonces escucha la palabra. Right? Entonces estamos aquí, right, para enseñar a nuestra gente, right, que somos los israelitas de que se lee en la Biblia. Entonces, ¿de dónde viene su gente?
Venezuela.
Venezuela, okay? de Venezuela. Entonces, de Venezuela será de, quiere decir que eso es ahí en
No, Colombia.
Colombia, Uruguay. Ok, entonces usted será una israelita del tribu de Asher, right? ¿Usted está familiar con los israelitas? ¿Sabe algo de los israelitas? Ok, so, entonces, las israelitas, right? Eso es el pueblo de Dios, right? Que Él escogió para ser su gente propia, right? ¿Hablas inglés o español?
Español.
Solo español, ok, no problema, right? Entonces, nuestra gente, right, seremos israelitas, right? Porque cuando
Israelista.
israelitas, israelitas, eso es el gente escogido de Dios, right?
Okay.
Entonces, right, los venezolanos y los venezolanas, right? Eso no es un nombre que dio nuestro Dios, eso es un nombre de ser humano, right? De gente que conquistaron a su gente, right? ¿Quién conquistaron a su gente? Can I probably pull up Venezuelan people? ¿Qué nación conquistaron a los venezolanos? Primo Bolívar. Y él es español. Entonces, right, correcto. Right, y todas estas atrocidades, right, que han pasado a nuestra gente, que no solo son los latinos, pero también los morenos y nativos americanos, right, fue profetizado, right, en la Biblia, miles de años atrás. ¿Usted sabió eso?
No.
Ok, vamos a leerlo en la Biblia. You have to finish spelling.
Spanish, from the word Vincia, Vince. See, Vince, supposedly the name was given by Spanish sailors in 1499.
Entonces, dice que ese nombre venía de los españoles en 1492, right? Entonces, usted, right? ¿Usted es un español? ¿Usted es español?
No.
No es español, no es gringo, no es blanco, right? Entonces, ¿por qué usted se llama de un otro nombre de otra gente? ¿Qué es su propio nombre? ¿Qué es el nombre propio de su gente? ¿Dónde se encuentra? Right? Los chinos saben que son chinos,
Yo soy de Venezuela.
right? Pero Venezuela, right? Eso fue conquistado
Indígena.
indígena. Usted sería indígena. No sé. ¿Qué idioma habló los indígenas? ¿Lo sepas? Pero estás hablando la idioma de los españoles, right? No hace sentido, right? Jeremiah 17:4. Jeremiah, right? Right. It's the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 4. Y heredarás la heredad que, right? Y heredarás la heredad que nuestro Dios nos dimos, right? Que yo te di y te haré servir a tus enemigos en tierra que no conociste, right? Entonces Dios, right? Él castigó a nuestra gente, right? Y cuando Él castigó a nuestra gente, nosotros olvidamos nuestra heredad. Eso es porque hoy en día estamos llamando latino que se viene de los romanos, right? Estamos llamando afroamericano que vienen de los gringos, right? No hace sentido, right? ¿De qué nación vienen nuestra gente? ¿De qué país? ¿Qué es la país propia que viene a su gente? No es Venezuela, porque había esclavitud ahí en Venezuela, right? Había barcos que se transportaron, right? A diferente gente ahí en esa isla, right? ¿Qué fue su país antes de llegar a Venezuela, right? ¿Usted sabe?
Yo nací en Venezuela, pero a mis 12 años emigré a Colombia. No sé, no tengo tanta historia de Venezuela, no
No
sé.
tiene tanta historia, right? Entonces, ese Suramérica, Centroamérica, eso no es nuestro propio país, right? Nuestro propio país es Israel, right? See you on that. Boom. Porque fuego habéis encendido en mi furor, right? Si Dios está enojado con nosotros, ¿usted sabe por qué Dios está enojado con nosotros? Voy a terminar ese versículo, voy a dar un papel, pero ¿usted sabe por qué nuestro Dios es enojado con nuestra gente? Right. Que para siempre arderá, right? Y antes que nuestros gente se arrepientan, right? Y regresan a Dios, él va a continuar a ser enojado. Right? ¿Cómo nuestra gente hoy en día está enojando a nuestro Dios? Haciendo las cosas malas. ¿Qué son las cosas malas? Pecados, right? Muchas cosas malas. ¿Puedes nombrar uno?
Practicando otras religiones,
Practicar otras religiones.
Sí.
Idolatría.
idolatría,
Exacto.
afirmar las palabras, robar, hacer fraude, muchas cosas.
Correcto. Right? Sabe un montón, right? Entonces, right? Mira, vamos a leer este versículo aquí y este va a decir por qué nuestra gente hoy en día no sabe de dónde venimos, right? The book of Deuteronomio 28, 15. Pero acontecerá, right? Si no oyes la voz de Jehová, la voz de Yahweh, right? Yahweh es el nombre de nuestro Dios, right? Este nombre está escrito en un idioma que se llama el hebreo, right? Español, eso es hebreo. Es el español, eso no es nuestro idioma propio. Right? Eso fue un idioma de nuestros opresores. Right? Nuestra gente tenemos un idioma propio, right? Que fue dado de Dios, y eso es el hebreo. ¿Usted sabía eso? Right? Sí. Su Dios, para procurar cumplir todos sus mandamientos y sus estatus. Si no obedecemos al voz de nuestro Dios Yahweh, right? Para procurar cumplir sus mandamientos y estatutos, ¿qué va a pasar? Right? Ellos te intimo hoy que vendrán sobre ti todas estas maldiciones, right? Sí, vendrán contra nosotros muchas maldiciones, right? Y te alcanzarán. Y te alcanzarán. Nuestra gente hoy en día, right, tenemos maldiciones que nuestro Dios ha sido sobre nosotros. Eso es porque vivimos como vivimos. ¿Cómo viven los venezolanos hoy en día? ¿Vive rico o pobre?
Incluso a hoy está pasando que hubo 2 terremotos en Venezuela.
Los terremotos, right? Es desastre natural. ¿Y quién hizo ese terremoto? Isaiah 29:6. ¿Tú sabes?
De pronto la ira de Dios.
La ira de Dios, correctamente, right? Y eso está en la Biblia. Vamos a leer.
Quisiera seguir más, pero
Okay, vamos a leer este último aquí y voy a dar un flyer, right?
es una iglesia eso, ¿no?
Sí, aquí, sí, voy a decir después de leer esto, right? Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6. It's like Isaiah chapter, I'm going to say that's Isaiah 29:6. It was the one before. Yeah, kind of, that's right. 29:6. For Yahweh, de los ejércitos, right, de los ángeles de todo el mundo, será visitado, right? Con trunos. ¿Con qué? Con trunos, right? Con terremotos y con what? Con terremotos, right? Y con gran ruido. Con gran ruido, right? Y en ese terremoto ahí, ¿cuánta gente murieron, right? Muchísimo, right? Y eso es el furor y los juicios justos que nuestro Dios está haciendo en tiempo real, porque nuestra gente no quiere seguir los mandamientos. Entonces, hermana, right? Tienes que regresar a Dios, right? Mantener los mandamientos, creer en su hijo, que no es un hombre blanco, right? Que no es hombre blanco. La Biblia aquí dice que el tal dicho Jesús es un hombre moreno, right? Eso que dice la Biblia. Podemos leerlo, pero tú no tienes tiempo, right? Pero es muy importante para regresar a su etnicidad verdadera, right? Antes que, el mundo se acaba, right? Entonces, el tiempo está acabando y tiene que regresar muy rápido, tiene que ocurrir. Ahí tenemos un canal en español, right? Donde están los videos, puedes mirar los videos, right? Pero antes que salgas, nuestro Dios, Yahweh, ¿qué fue el nombre que ha dado a nuestra gente? ¿Él ha dado venezolano o algo diferente? que fue el nombre que él ha dado a nuestro Hijo. Los venezolanos, los pacientes, entonces, no olvidas, right? No olvidas, okay?
Gracias, Dios.
Hablando. Sí, usted también, right? So, God. Damn, man. Go.
Amazing. God.
Go.
Lío y tempestad y llama de fuego consumidor.
Exacto, right? So, right, that's it. That's it right there. So, God, man, you know, the sister, you know, she was homeless, you know, she listened, she wanted
Both sides.
to be rebellious, and she actually took the time, right, to, you know, hear us out, right? And, you know, that's nothing but the Most High, right? You give me the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 12, and you give me verse what talks about speaking different tongues, right? And that's a talent, you know, that the Lord, you know, gave me, you know, and who would have thought that I would have been, you know, out here 2026 preaching the word to our people with Spanish, right? Sure. Right. The Lord, the scripture say man's going is little, right?
It's the book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 12, verse 10.
Right.
To another, the working of miracles.
Right.
To another, prophecy. To another, discerning of spirits. To another, diverse kinds of tongues.
Diverse kinds of what?
Diverse kinds of tongues.
Right. And the Lord, you know, he gives diverse kinds of tongues, right? He gives diverse kinds of tongues so that we communicate to our people, man. And, you know, that's what it's all about, right? It's about not just waking up, you know, our brothers and sisters that speak English, right? But also our brothers and sisters that speak Spanish, right? Because, you know, the Lord, he scattered us throughout all corners, man. You know, we're not just all English speaking individuals, right? So, you know, all praise to the Most High for that, you know, and you know, Lord willing, that sister Sharkins, you know, she actually takes heed to the word, right? So you can give your Revelation chapter 18 and verse 4. Close it out. 18 and 4. 18 and 4. You can start at 2.
18 and 2, and it reads, and he called mightily with a strong voice,
Right.
saying, Babylon the Great is fallen.
Babylon the Great is what?
Babylon the Great is fallen.
Right, so America is falling. If y'all haven't known by now, America is collapsing to the ground. There's nothing that the white man can do to save America. America is finished. That's what the Lord said, right? Continue what?
Babylon the Great is fallen. It's fallen. It's become the habitation of devils.
It has become the habitation of what?
The habitation of devils.
Right? It's nothing but demonic spirits here in America, right? And, you know, these different things, man, you know, the Lord, he's very, you know, angry and furious, right, with these homes, right? You know,
And the hold of every, and the hold of every foul spirit.
the hold of every what?
Every foul spirit.
Right? You got homosexuals here, right? You got all manner, you know, types of different people that, you know, walking around with foul spirits, right? Read on.
In a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
Right? In a cage of every unclean and hateful bird, you know? So continue on in that, right?
Verse 3, for all nations have drunken of the wine of the wrath of her fornication.
Right?
And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
That's all you can
And the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacy.
Delicacy, right?
Verse 4, and I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
What should our people do?
Come out of her, my people.
Right, so our people gotta come out of the ways of America, right? Tenemos que salir de los maneras de América muy pronto, right?
They be not partakers of her sins.
Porque América ha sido muchos pecados contra nosotros, right? Read on.
And that you receive not of her plagues.
Para que no recibes las plagas que vienen aquí, right? Contra nuestra gente, right? And you can just jump down to verse number 7.
Verse 7. How much she have glorified herself and have lived delicious. So much torment and sorrow give her.
Is the Lord going to give America?
So much torment and sorrow give her.
Right, and you know, we can see these things happening on a minor level, but you know, it's going to increase more and more as we get closer and closer to the end, right?
For she say in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow.
What is America saying with this 250th birthday?
I sit a queen and am no widow.
Right, America really thinks that it's going to continue on, you know, for another, you know, 250 years, right? Continue on.
And shall see no sorrow.
Right.
Therefore shall the plagues come in one day.
What's coming to America?
Therefore shall the plagues come in one day.
Right, so plagues are coming to America, right? Read on.
Death and mourning.
What's coming to America?
Death and mourning.
Right?
Death and mourning and famine.
And famine.
And she shall be utterly burnt with fire.
And she shall be what?
And she'll be utterly burnt with fire.
Right?
For strong is the Lord God.
For strong is who?
For strong is the Lord God.
Right?
Who judges her.
Right, so you know that, you know, I'm gonna end it. Right, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High God, Yahweh. Right, in the name of His Son, Yahweh Shai. That from Yasharallah.
Oh, that's Rallah.
Yasharallah.
Oh, that's Rallah.
Yasharallah.
Oh, that's Rallah.